You are all kindred of Los Angeles. You are not neonates. You are not newly turned. You've been around for a while. You know the score that happened, how things happen in LA. But you are by no means the most powerful vampires that you know. And as you are starting your night, each one of you finds outside of the door to wherever your haven might be a little envelope sitting on your doorstep. Do you open the envelope? Do you destroy the envelope? What do you choose to do with said envelope?
I'm making the assumption. Wow. I'm making the assumption that we don't all live in the same space, right?
I would assume not.
No, that would be a good assumption to make.
Right, okay. I will toss it to the pile of other mail I haven't opened yet.
Great. So, each one of you, either finding your note, your letter, putting it away, leaving it on the ground, throwing it away, or opening it. Eventually, curiosity gets the better of you, and you all, one by one, open your letter. And inside that letter has a quick handwritten note in a very sloppy scrawl that just says, Baron Temple wants to talk to you.
Shit.
You all know who this is.
Okay.
All of you being of the Anarch persuasion know the Baron of the San Fernando Valley, Baron Victor Temple. He is requesting your presence.
All right.
So,
I've heard he's a bit uppity, so I'm a little worried that he's going to give me some shite when I show up.
he is indeed uppity.
Is the Baron hot?
He is a 6'9", very large man. He is a immovable force.
Alex, you can say it. He is a tall drink of water.
Yes, he is a tall drink of water. He would be considered attractive, yes.
Then I am going to meet him.
Most of you have not made his acquaintance, if any of you.
Right. Yeah. Been trying to avoid him.
Same. Very much so.
Before going, I would definitely pack a few extra guns on me just in case he's it's like one in the waistband, a few tiny little daggers in the pocket, maybe an ankle gun, and then I'd hop on my bike and head out.
Perfect. Great. So, you all make your way in your own time to meet the Baron of the Valley. Upon arrival, you pull up to the address provided in the note to the outside of a club called Club Maharani. It is a lavish affair. It is decked out to the nines, and on the side you will notice peculiarly, that is a word I can never say, there is a symbol on the side of the building that is a sword and a scepter crossed, which most of you, at least tangentially, will know is the sign of Clan Ventru. Which seems
like
odd.
It's just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Exactly. To have it printed on the outside of your building.
Not very subtle. Not saying a lot coming from me.
But any of you who have heard of the reputation of Baron Temple know that he is not one for subtlety.
Okay, well, I'll roll
What
up.
is-
Well, I'll smoke a cigarette outside. I'll
Okay.
activate Blush of Life, I guess, so I can just get a little bit of that sweet smoke in my lungs.
Is the
And,
venue closed or is it
The venue does
open
not
for business?
The venue appears lights are on. It appears open. You don't see any patrons, but it does appear to be open. One by one, you all kind of end up showing up, and you start seeing each other out front. First, seeing this woman smoking in front of the building. You start kind of gathering.
Go ahead.
Oh no,
Go
I
ahead.
was.
I've been talking far too much already. Go ahead.
I would just definitely be hanging kind of back behind a corner, almost like across the street, against the other building, and everybody would see a coyote sitting next to me as I lean against my motorcycle.
Very cool.
So, does the coyote run alongside the motorcycle, or does it just appear when she arrives at location? Why don't I have a coyote? I don't know. I guess that's a cool coyote. Oh man! Damn.
Are you saying this to me?
I'm very close. You probably heard that I'm talking to myself.
And I kind of look over and be like, "Why don't you mind your own business?"
That's what I'm doing over here. I'm minding my own business.
How about don't look at my coyote? Don't concern yourself with my coyote, and my coyote won't concern yourself
I
with
mean,
you.
I feel like when you bring a coyote, you're begging it but to be looked at.
I feel like maybe you just don't get out enough and don't see enough coyote. Would you avert your eyes? And I kind of like pull the coyote behind me.
Well, okay, all right. And guess I can't look at the coyote. It's all right. It's a long night. Many chances to gaze upon that coyote. You can't hide that coyote for the rest of the night. That's fine.
The fuck are you all doing here?
Oh, I'm meeting with the Baron
Aye.
and looking.
Did you get a letter?
I got a letter. Aye.
I got a letter.
Did you?
I got a letter.
I got a letter.
Can you not smoke right here, right now? Just stop.
You are worried you might accidentally breathe again?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I don't. I just. I like to. Set a clear. I'm doing this whole health thing. I'm trying to.
You're aware that you're dead, right?
Yeah, but the same way that you're smoking for no reason.
It's a very good reason. It brings me calm. It brings me peace. It's my grounding.
Also makes you look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Listen to the ladies.
And how tall are you?
Probably like 5'4".
Okay, all right. So I'm 6'2". So
Yeah.
I walk up and lean close. It's Ned. No, I'm telling you, the fitness thing's the wave.
I'll blow smoke in his face. Right. Well,
No, that
I'll do
didn't.
my thing. You do your thing.
Okay, once again, like we're both doing things that look cool. That didn't do anything to me. Like I'm trying to vibe. I'm trying to get a vibe check. We got the coyote person right there.
There's a coyote.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we can't look at the
That's a
coyote.
beautiful coyote.
Thank you. You guys can definitely look at the coyote. He's nice. You want to pet him?
Did the coyote
I
get a
know.
letter?
The coyote, he brought me my letter. It was real nice.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trained. He's really trained. And he kind of like
Messenger.
sits up.
Yeah, like
Well,
what? I wanted to see the.
seeing the four of you, I'm significantly less worried about what we're here to deal with.
Why is that? Do you get in a lot of bar brawls yourself?
I try to avoid them as much as I can.
I figure I'm here to get my arse talked to or something. I've had a bit of trouble with the law recently, but I'm sure it's nothing. How about all of you? No? Yes?
Well, I figured I was just here for a job, that the Baron had a delivery or he needs.
So you
something.
didn't think you were in trouble with the Baron?
Oh no! I don't get in trouble. I just help people make trouble.
I
That
thought
seems
maybe,
like the kind of thing that would get you in trouble.
Not if you know how to do it.
hook up or
No,
something.
then that
but-
is a good point.
Well, that is a completely different reason. Now, I'm very fascinated as to why you thought the Baron called you here to fuck.
So as you ask that question, the front door of the club opens, and a man steps out wearing what looks like security garb. He looks to be, a security member of this establishment. And he goes, great, you're all here. Would you mind coming inside? Mr. Temple would love to speak with you.
Woody,
All right.
do you know what he'd love to speak with us about?
Unfortunately, I do not. That is not my job. I'm just here to bring you inside.
Your only job is to bring us through this door.
At this moment, yes.
That's a pretty shite job, man. Do you get paid well?
I do.
All
Not my
right.
own job.
All
just
of a
my
sudden, it sounds like a
job.
really good job.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Is he taking resumes?
Not at the moment. And he pushes the door open and gestures inside. And
I suppose that knocks out your theory of us being here for a job then.
Aye, useless
Yeah.
shite. All
he
right.
grabs his collar and he says, "They're here, sir."
As we enter in, I'd like to activate Sense the Beast.
Okay.
Just to get an
so
idea
you-
of who
Are
is who.
you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just to get an idea of who is who and who is what.
Mm.
The man you get a read off of him, and he seems very calm and composed. He's doing his job. You can tell that there's a little bit of like extra oomph with this. He's not just a normal person, but he's not a kindred. So he ushers you in, and you walk through a very lavish foyer that is wall-to-wall mirrors in the most ostentatious way possible.
Do you think he's overcompensating?
I think someone told him that Kindred don't show up in mirrors, and he was very disappointed when he found out they do.
I think he just hired a really bad interior designer. I mean, oh my god. Awful.
Yes, well, I've heard that about him as well.
So as you pass through this foyer, you hit the main floor of the club. This dance floor, there's bars on both sides of said dance floor, and there's stairs leading up to the upper levels of the club. And as you hit just the edge of the dance floor, you hear from the balcony that overlooks said dance floor, "Oh, you're here. Cool. And you see Baron Temple standing up there and goes, "I'll be down in just a minute." And you see him come walking down the stairs.
Does he still have those prayer beads in his hand?
He does. He does, in fact. He is, in fact, carrying that rosary that he so often carries. And as he's walking down, he goes, "Campbell, can you make sure those things we talked about get taken care of?" And Campbell goes, "Right away, sir." The same man who ushered you in is the one he is referring to. And that man heads off into another part of the club. And Baron Temple walks across the dance floor and stands in front of you all 6'9" of himself. And he goes, "Hey, you're all here. I really do appreciate you showing up. Now, I bet you're a little confused, and I'll explain. But first of all, thank you for delivering those messages." And out of the air, you hear, "That was annoying. Please don't make me do it again." And no one, apparently, has said that. The Baron turns his attention back to you.
Do I get any sense of who's there with Sense the Beast?
You can feel there's something there, but not pinpoint where it is.
Fantastic. I know slightly more than everybody else in the room. That's great. That's great. That's great.
So Look, I know we've never met before. I'm assuming you've heard of me. I'm kind of hard to not hear about.
Oi,
But-
where'd that voice come from?
That's just an associate of mine. You're all kindred. You've been kindred for all. You know Nosferatu. Always assume there's one in the room.
Oh, aye. Then
Uh,
ugly buggers.
They're, you know,
that's why
beautiful
he
in their
keeps
own way.
himself hidden.
Hmm.
I see.
Everyone is accepted here. No one is discriminated against. Now,
Right, but I mean, we can all agree that they are ugly buggers, right?
well,
Congratulations
them
to you on
consider.
being able to run an exclusive club that also at the same time accepts everyone. That is a very, very tough thing to do.
I'm a talented individual. What can I say? Now, the reason I have called you here is not to look at my lovely place of business, but to call in a favor. Now, each one of you, in your past, has done something that didn't sit well with the community, whether it was your fault or not. Maybe the blame got placed on you. Maybe you fucked up. But at one point or another, whatever Baron controls the area you live covered it up. So tonight, as a show of good faith between the relationships that we all enjoy with each other, me and the other Barons, we are calling in those favors. And they have chosen me, being the most amicable of the Barons, to send you on this mission of ours. Now, shouldn't be too hard, this mission. All I'm asking you to do is go to a location and check it out. We've had reports that a unruly member of the Tremere clan caused some ruckus at a hotel downtown. Unfortunately, this Tremere, he was not one of mine. He's not. He's an independent, not someone that I have any control of or really knowledge of. His name is Jacob. At least that's the name we have for him. What we need you to do is go to the Park Plaza Hotel in downtown and investigate what he may have done, because we're hearing reports that the place is haunted, but not like LA haunted, not like Hollywood
I was
haunted.
going to say every old building in LA is haunted.
Yeah, but no, this is like haunted, like
Right.
wraiths
Okay.
haunted,
Oh, right.
like a lot. So we need you to go and figure out why, or if possible, stop it.
Is this Jacob fella gonna be down there?
We don't know. He went in and hasn't come out.
Right. Are there any rules, so to speak, that we should be
We would-
aware of?
Prefer you not to burn the building down?
Yeah,
Now, when you say prefer, is that a hard rule?
yeah. You know,
I'm not usually one to. I don't like to threaten people. It's not my thing.
Mhm.
I'd rather be, communicative and open. But the other Barons, not so much. I mean, Therese and Baron Nelly, not as forgiving as me.
Oh,
So,
Okay, so-
I would appreciate it if you didn't do anything that caused any outward damage that would alert anybody to any problems going on there.
well, you called on the right group, then yeah, I'm sure. Not
I'm
a
sure I did.
problem.
Just to be clear, you didn't call us here to hook up.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
My dance card is still full for this evening.
oh,
Well, that's assuming we don't do a very, very, very good job with this task.
I mean, the night is young, Raven.
What's in it for us?
Well, one, you will no longer have the looming threat of a favor hanging above your head that will be called on at any time. So you will be a clean slate as far as any past grievances you've all committed with the local baronies. And on top of that, you'll get to say you defeated some ghosts. But if it's money you're looking for or something of value, I'm sure we can come up with something upon completion of your task.
Are we talking like ghosts? Or are we like, y'all probably gonna pull a mask off their head and they gonna think they're gonna be mad at you meddling in their plans?
As far as I know, there isn't any Scooby-Doo happening there, but it could be. We don't know. Baron Nines' people have been outside watching, but no one's gone in.
It's a big mistake to rule out Scooby-Doo. I want to ask about this Jacob fellow. If we do run into him, is it a oh my goodness, we are going to rescue you now, thank you so much for your service, or is it a situation?
Well,
Yeah.
if he has caused these problems maliciously and is of ill intent, then I will leave that up to your best judgment as to how to remove him from the equation. But if he is in distress and has obviously not caused these problems and is there by coincidence, then I will leave it up to your discretion as if you save him or not. As I said, he is not one of my barony. He is an independent. He is a free agent in this city, and we don't know his motive, so we are a little distrustful of his presence.
Now,
And
when
he's a fucking Tremere. They give
Yeah.
me the heebie-jeebies.
and when you say, in distress, what if distress to us looks like causing everything, and he may not cause everything, but he ends up dead? Will that reflect poorly upon us?
If
Just
the
inquire.
problem gets solved,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to ask questions.
Murder is fine. That is what I'm hearing. That is all I need to know. All right, I'm in.
It's
If you
good to
say
know. Baron Temple.
We need to
says
teach this one the
murder's
word
fine.
allegedly.
Okay.
Baron Temple
Yeah.
said no such thing, but Baron Temple is not above getting his hands dirty if necessary.
All right.
Murder is fine. I love to hear it. All right.
Right.
So,
All right.
if
Okay,
you would all like,
um,
I can have a car take you downtown. My man Campbell will give you a ride. We have some very nice cars.
Oh, do you?
That would be amicable.
Can you
Wow.
throw a car in, like a car for each of us at the end of this?
No.
All right, was worth a try. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll take the car.
I won't be
Okay.
taking the car. I have my own mode of transportation, but I will see you all there.
Fine. You do know where the Park Plaza Hotel is.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
right?
I have a phone.
Should be
We have
following the car.
GPS.
Do you ride
Yes.
your little coyote?
No, did you not see that dope ass bike out front? That's mine.
Oh, that would make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you- So does it run alongside you, or like
Does it sit on the back?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sits on the back. He has his own helmet.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't it cute? Do you want to see? Do you want to come out and see before you guys get in the car? He's
Well,
gonna-
yeah, I'd love to see that. Yeah.
You know
Well,
what?
if you don't mind, I am very busy. Go ahead and wait out front. Campbell will bring the car around, and I appreciate all of you so much. I've got other stuff to do. Good night. And he just turns around and walks back upstairs.
This guy.
I know. Rude. Just insane.
And he snaps his fingers, and loud music starts playing on cue.
Oh, they turn up in here.
Oh
I'm
God.
going to give just the tiniest little poke to wherever that voice came from earlier.
There is nothing there.
Okay, just making sure. Just, he said there's always one in the room. You have to,
Yeah, you
have
just
to make
gotta kind of walk through the room like.
Yeah. So, you all head back outside. You all head back outside, and wait. You're standing out there, and the car ends up being brought around with Campbell driving. I don't believe you all introduced each other by name, did you?
No.
No, but we exchanged pleasantries along the way.
Wonderful.
Right.
So, those of you who are
Montage.
getting into the car, those of you who are getting into the car, pile into the car. Those of you who are taking their own modes of transportation are free to do so. And you all make your way downtown. Now, the Park Plaza Hotel is a very old Hollywood, or not, well, Hollywood as in Hollywood,
Very,
not the
very
actual
quickly,
location.
very quickly though, as we approach, I ask him to drop us off on the other side of MacArthur Park,
Okay.
and we walk across the park to the building.
Okay.
Oh, like in a row, like a cool, like.
Well, yes, partly
Like
that, but
crash?
also just not immediately announcing our presence by pulling up to this place where only one person is in the only car, if it is, because the place isn't open. There's no one coming in or out.
Right,
Maybe
right.
don't pull up in a car with a giant Ventru symbol on the roof. I'm assuming.
This is a very good plan. And also, there's an Elote Loco place right there. And I'd like a nice thick piece of corn before we get into this.
I just have to say again, you do realize that you're dead, right?
You're the one smoking cigarette. You don't get to be on your high horse. Anyone else who has not smoked a cigarette, sucking fake smoke into your fake lungs, looking fake, poser.
Listen, he has a point about the corn, so I'll follow you and get some.
Thank you.
God, I do miss it.
Yeah.
I suppose we should all stick together, right? I don't know what's going on in there.
So you
Right,
all do
all right.
know, having
Go
been
get your
kindred for a
corn.
while, that unless any of you have a very particular talent,
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
eating this corn is going to be a real unpleasant experience.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I don't know that. Oh no, I do. No. Yes, I do. I think.
Now, do you have iron gullet or do you
I
have
do.
Iron gullet means you can drink gross blood,
Shit.
but eating food is a completely different talent. Now, you can absolutely eat it and attempt to hold it down.
I'm just gonna hold it and smell it, just remembering what elote tasted like.
Can I just get one of those pepperoni sticks? I just want to hold it.
I just want
You just
wanna hold it.
And look at it.
just inhale the elote.
Yummy.
So, you get your corn. You are on the other side of MacArthur Park, and you have to cross the park in order to get to the front doors of the Park Plaza Hotel.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to look all cool. Like I didn't get the. I mean, I know you're trying to be inconspicuous, but like, look at us. Let's just, do the whole walk up. We're on a mission. It's the first time a Baron's asked me to do anything.
You know what? You put up with my corn thing? Yeah, sure. I'll do the cool walk up thing. Let me throw away this uneaten piece of corn.
Now you take it with you. It's like your accessory now.
Well,
Maybe you could trade it for something.
it's a knee-jerk reaction.
It's good symmetry, the one with the cigarette on the one side and the one with the ear of corn on the other. Just
Yeah.
big ear of corn sticking out of the mouth like that.
Right.
And the coyote walks in the middle.
Always, yeah.
So, it's dark or what? What are the doors like? I don't know.
Ah, I thought you meant outside. I would assume.
I assume it's, yeah.
Yes. There is a light on, although it doesn't look like all the lights are on. It seems to be right behind the front, like in the foyer, behind the front doors, there is a light on. But if you look up into the windows of the rest of the hotel, there are no lights on. Now, you may or may not know, but the Park Plaza Hotel is not in service for actual guests staying there. They do events sometimes, and they do weddings and the like, but most of the hotel is under construction. Most of the floors are not accessible or safe for traveling in. They're retrofitting the whole thing and bringing it up to code. Only a few floors are really worth going to, and really only the foyer and the ballrooms are anything to write home about. So, you are in front of these doors.
Been under construction for a long time. Is that right? I feel like the last time, I was still breathing the last time this was actually a functioning hotel.
I don't know. It's rich people trait.
And along the lines of Scooby-Doo or whatever, it's not like these places are ever actually occupied when they're haunted, so maybe you were onto something. Maybe this is a Scooby-Doo
right.
villain.
We never rule out the Scooby-Doo.
Never rule out a Scooby-Doo villain, if I've learned anything in my years of death.
Okay, right. I hadn't learned that one yet, but now I'll add it to the list. Shall we bust on in? I'm going to kick the door in.
Okay. Give me a strength and athletics roll.
Sure.
First roll of the game.
Strength, athletics. 3 successes.
Well, I think that maybe we should think about a strategy. Shit. Oh.
Oh, fuck this door.
Bursts open as Kara kicks the door in. And luckily the glass doesn't break. You didn't hit it hard enough to break all the glass in the door. But it swings open rather violently. Both sides, double doors swing open. And inside, you see a rather grand foyer with a huge grand staircase that goes up from where you're looking. And there's a huge chandelier that hangs down, which is lit. But it doesn't appear to be that the rest of the lights are on. Just this one chandelier is lit.
Looks like someone's trying to be spooky in here. Hello? Anybody home?
You don't hear any response.
Okay, well, it seems like he's not here.
I don't think that's gonna satisfy the Baron if we just kick open the door, scream hello, and then leave. And I personally don't want anybody to be pissed off at me, so I'm just gonna keep walking inside.
Yeah, okay. Does anybody have a plan for actually fighting wraiths, or no? We're just gonna keep on walking.
No plan.
inside?
Do they ever have plans in Scooby-Doo? No, they do not. And I'm just gonna keep walking.
So as
Right,
you step
right.
inside,
But not supposed to rule out the Scooby-Doo. You don't encourage the Scooby-Doo. Oh,
as you step inside, you were in a grand space. This is definitely a hotel that was not constructed in modern times. This is a very old style of hotel. In front of you, there is a grand staircase that heads up and splits at the top and goes in two separate directions. To your right and to your left, there are doors heading into, on your left, what looks like sort of a small bar area, and then another door outside. And to your right is a closed set of double wooden doors. And to your left, 45-degree angle between the staircase and the bar on your left side, there looks to be an elevator. Now, as I said, there are no other lights other than the chandelier that is above you. So everywhere else is fairly dark.
Interesting.
Are there light switches on the walls?
I
There
would like to activate Eyes of the Beast if I can.
By all means. You activate Eyes of the Beast, and all of you that happen to be looking in Raymond's direction, still getting names nailed down, in Raymond's direction, see that his eyes reflect the light that is in the room, very similar to the way your coyote's eyes reflect light. Very similar to the way a cat's eyes reflect light. And he gets these huge pupils, and you see into the shadows of this room. And you see at the top of the staircase, sitting against the back wall, where the staircase splits to the right and the left, a figure leaning against the wall, all in shadow.
We are not alone in here.
Right, I heard that there are lots of ghosts, is what
No,
we're
I mean,
told.
like, literally, we are not alone in this room. Our buddy Jacob might be at the top of the stairs right there. Maybe don't, like,
Right, where?
point
Where?
at him. No, don't
Right.
point at him. That would be a very bad idea.
No. So, are your eyes all right? Are you possessed? Is he possessed? Have we lost
Doing a
one
little
already?
thing, he's doing a little thing.
Just trying to use a little bit of strategy to figure out our situation here. But we could go barging in face first, guns blazing. That is also a choice that we could make.
Right. Well, if you'd like to do some strategy, by all means, I'll hold off a moment. It's just not what I usually.
I think
Yeah,
the
I mean-
proverbial cat is out of the bag if he is standing right there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
looking at us. He's looking at us, huh? All right. Yeah, now that's looking real crazy. I mean, and I get distracted, and I'm just looking at the eyes. I'm like, it do kind of look like coyote eyes. I mean, you're not definitely the first gangrel I met, but you never get used to that. That's cool. See, why can't we? I wish I could do something like that. I want that. All right.
Wait, I don't mean to derail the conversation here, but is anyone else concerned that there's a figure staring at us from atop the stairs?
Yes,
Alright.
very concerned. That's why I pointed him out to all of you. Hey.
Well,
Oh,
You see the figure not fall, but just slide down the wall.
Ooh.
And it
Oh,
disappears
shit.
for a moment.
was that a
And then,
go?
Is
as
he
you're
dead?
looking at the staircase, you see this shape, like, moving down the stairs. And as you're looking at it, it looks to be the shadow of something walking without the body that would cause the shadow.
I want to pull out a gun and shoot it immediately.
By all means.
How do I
Roll
do
me a
that?
dex and firearms check.
How many dice do I roll? Alex, I'm bad at this.
Well, if you on your character sheet, look
Yes,
for your
I am.
dexterity and your firearms scores and add those dots together.
Okay. Done. Did it.
Okay, and you are at hunger 1, so add 1 red die to
Add
that
one
roll.
or replace one? Just add
Replace one. Excuse me.
one. Got it. Okay. How do successes are the little things, right?
Successes are the onks.
Okay, so that's 1, 2,
If
3.
you got any, well, you can't really.
got-
Successes are the onks. Critical successes. If you get 2 onks with stars, that is a critical success. If you get a no successes and a skull on your red die, that is a bestial failure.
I got 4 successes, but one of them was a hunger success. Does that mean anything?
That doesn't mean anything in this situation.
Cool.
So 4 successes.
Yeah.
Great. You, like a gunslinger from the Old West, you whip this pistol out and just fire around, and it pierces right into the staircase, into that shadow, and the shadow pays it no mind.
And I'm like, this isn't Scooby Doo. This is actually fucking haunted, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, because if it was Scooby Doo, the guns would have worked.
Well, if it was
Right.
Scooby Doo, the guns would have gone through into the floor.
The shadow moves down the staircase, gets to the base of the stairs, makes a right turn, and goes to the elevator.
Oh, look at that. It was just on the wrong floor.
Doors open. The shadow moves into the doors close, and you see the elevator go up.
Strange.
what floor?
Well, I've never seen that before.
Huh.
No, but do we know it's a ghost, or is it just like another ugly bugger in the room?
What floor does the elevator stop on?
It has not stopped yet.
But that's a good thought. We should watch to see. How many floors are there?
There is.
How many floors are in the Park Plaza, Alex?
I know. I don't remember. I don't. I forgot to look that information up. It stops on floor 11. You see the old style. You know, the arrow that points to each floor as the elevator is going up and stop on the 11th floor.
Look, I have to be honest. I wasn't exactly listening when the Baron was speaking. Are we? There may be ghosts here, sure, but are they really so bad, or are they just chilling in the hotel, or what are we supposed to do with them?
You know, I
mean-
wasn't paying much attention either.
Right?
I kind of tuned him out.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's easy
Well,
to
you
do.
did shoot
Yeah.
at it, and it didn't do anything else. So.
So they may just be
suppose
chilling?
if it wanted to hurt us, it would have, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've
I-
always wanted to punch a ghost, so I'm not against trying.
Fair. If we see another one, you could go ahead and give it a punch, see what happens.
All right, I
Should we
will.
Yeah.
go there then? Should we see what he's up to?
Mr. Strategy, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, you guys all want to do the Scooby Doo route, so hey, let's split up and look for clues, right? No, let's. If we're going to floor 11, let's go, but let's take the stairs.
Do the stairs go all the way up to 11?
Was this building built before fires?
Oh, you mean like a fire, like a back staircase? I was looking at these two. You gotta be more specific, all right? I'm really
All
kind
right,
of
well, okay.
focusing on the ghosts
Yes,
here.
let it very specifically take these stairs to the second floor because that is where they stop, and then from 2 to 11 we will take the fire stairs because that will get us into the room without announcing our presence by moving a giant metal elevator up that way, which with cables that could be cut at any moment.
There we go, Raymond. We just needed a little initiative. Now we're working together as a group. Okay, we have a plan.
So
All right.
we need to be very, very quiet. Then is that what you're saying? All sneaky like.
Yes, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
we will need to do.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, storyteller, quick question.
Yes.
Does Silence of Death only work for me, or does it work for
Let me quickly
area?
check. I should have that closely.
While you're
bookmarked.
checking rules, can you tell
Yeah,
me
by all
what
means, give me a-
weight of the feather does?
Yes. The weight of the feather is interesting. Weight of the feather causes you to become basically the weight of a feather at your will, but proportionately your strength becomes that of a feather.
Oh.
So you cannot use it to Superman jump. You cannot use it to, anything like that. But you can use it to negate fall damage, to
Right.
take a hit like a feather would take a hit. Things like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Silence of Death.
You probably use it to like butt slam, float over someone
There you go.
and then
Yeah.
drop
Give it a good,
right
good old
down on them.
Luigi.
Yes,
Mm.
exactly.
Where are we? Here we are. Silence of Death. I believe it just works for you. Does not work for anybody other than yourself, yes.
All right. Well, I'm not a perfect strategist. I'm still gonna activate it for myself.
If you would all like to, you can.
What?
If you would all like to if you were trying to be stealthy, go ahead and roll me a stealth, which is Dex plus stealth score.
What Cloak of Shadows? What or chimeras without the
Cloak of Shadows, if you're using your first level obfuscate skill,
Yeah.
will make you invisible if you stand still.
What does the second one do? What's the second one?
Your chemistry is illusionary based, so it works on other people's perceptions.
Gotcha. Then I will just roll. You said what am I rolling?
Your dexterity plus your stealth.
Dexterity plus stealth.
Before I stealth, I'm just going to be a little bit of an asshole and jump up onto the chandelier with a soaring leap and just
You-
swing onto the first, landing. First one, there's a rotten kindred. I don't know. I lost my way.
I have one success.
One success, great. So, and anybody else make that roll?
I have 2 successes. Do I have to roll for my coyote, or is he just a sneaky boy?
Coyotes are pretty stealthy.
Okay.
They don't.
But I want to
don't-
lean down to him and go, shh, just so he knows.
The
Mm.
coyote goes.
Oh, I love him.
Am I rolling just stealth or do I roll something else?
You would add your dexterity and your stealth scores.
Tight.
Dexterity.
We're all at 1 hunger, right?
Yes, you're all at 100.
Included in it, yeah.
You included in the dice pool, you're saying?
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
included in the dice pool. It takes the place of a black die.
Okay. So when I'm using the
The
Dice
dice
roller. Yeah, you put your total pool and then just leave it at hunger 1.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. So total pool including hunger and then
Yes.
hunger 1. Okay. Just want to be so sure. So
No
I'm
worries.
3 successes.
Great. So
I got a 1.
you got a 1, and Raymond is silent as the grave.
Yes. In
which
case
is-
I need the roll, I have 2 successes.
You all seem fairly confident in your ability to move without making noise. Here or there, Raven, as you're walking up the stairs, you do step as you're putting one of your feet down in your very expensive shoes,
Ooh.
you put your foot down and you start to hear a creaking in a board. And you quickly move your foot away, perfectly balanced, and you find another spot. And as you all continue up the stairs, you make very little noise. And as you get to the top of the landing, it does split in two different directions. One goes to the right, and there is another set of double doors. And then one goes to the left and turns a corner. If you look closely, there is a sign that points to the right and says Grand Ballroom, and points to the left and says stairs.
Super.
I feel like if I was a spooky ghost, I'd be hanging in a grand ballroom. That's my pick.
I
It's
feel
the
like if
coyote.
we just saw a spooky ghost go to the 11th floor, that we would go to the stairs. But
Look, you're the rules guy. You're making the rules. I'm just saying this might be a fake out. But look, you're the rules guy. You know, you're the rules. You know, you're the guy with the answers. You know what's going down.
Chad's got a point. He's got a point. It could be a bit of trickery. Ghost trickery.
as I said to not discount the Scooby Doo. I didn't think it was going to be coming from the people I walked in with, though. But you know what? Whatever. Let's do it. Let's check out the grand ballroom. Let's go do it.
Wonderful. So, you walk in to those two double, or you get to those two double doors, and do you open them? What do you do?
All right. Well, if no one's going to open them,
yeah,
I will kick them in.
Okay.
No
Roll me
sense in
a
breaking
strength and
tradition now.
What?
Roll me a strength and athletics, same as before.
Absolutely.
It's been an hour and we already have our set rolls.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Same as before. Foot goes slamming into the wooden door, and the doors fling open. They were unlocked, but they just fling open.
Right, but it's an Irish entrance, you know.
The room is dark. No lights are on.
I can't see shite.
Do I still have my eyes of the beast up?
I don't believe it requires a rouse check to activate, but let's double check.
While that's happening, I want to feel on the wall for a light switch, please. Do I need to roll for that?
Go ahead and make me a wits and awareness check.
Wits. Ah, I see. Oh, I'm good at both of those. Delightful.
It does not require a rouse check, so you can just keep it up.
That is 3 successes.
Great. So, Raymond, as you look into the room, you do see that on your first glance, it appears to be a rather fine ballroom, similar to the room behind me without the lights and the tables. But there doesn't appear to be anybody in there. And Becca, when you reach your hand in and you slide your hand up and you do feel some switches and you turn them, and lights do appear. They flicker for a minute and then turn on. It looks more like work lights than not all the lights in the ballroom, but it is enough to see.
And there's nothing in here.
When you look inside, you do see a quite grand ballroom with a very large stage, which looks to be where a band may play or something like that for live music, for events and the like. But as far as you all can see, there is nothing in this room.
Okay. Shall we move on, or
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Well, are
Yeah.
you satisfied with the ballroom? Can we go up to spooky ghost floor now?
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a quick pulse check. And I walk to the middle of the ballroom floor and I touch the ground and close my eyes and take a big whiff. All right, I
Yeah,
guess
what-
nothing happened, so let's go.
Okay.
So, You head your way back out of the grand ballroom and back to the top of the staircase. And I assume you continue around to where the sign pointed to stairs.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
So you turn around that corner, and there is a couple of side rooms that are just single doors. One is labeled maintenance, the other one's labeled office. But they don't look out of the ordinary. And there is a door at the end of this kind of short hallway that is marked stairs.
I'm going to go fiddle about in the office, check if there's any keys, anything left inside any drawers. The
Do you kick
light.
the door open, or do you open the door?
I will only kick doors open from now on, Alex. So
Okay.
always.
This is a door that doesn't give much resistance, so I'm not going to make you roll for this one. You kick open the door. Makes a rather loud noise. You go in. It is dark. There are no lights on, but there is a
Shite.
switch right next to the door.
I will.
Immediately
switch?
after seeing her knock another door down, I'm going to open the door to the stairs. Just so that at least some of these doors that are hundreds of years old survive.
The light does turn on, and there is what looks to be a rather ordinary office. There's nothing strange. There's a rather basic computer, some filing cabinets, a whiteboard.
Yeah, I will go through any. Is there a desk,
There is a desk.
drawers, anything?
Yeah,
I
it's
just,
drawers.
yeah, I'm just checking for keys and shit.
Okay. There, you open the first drawer, and there's just some files and papers in there
I toss them.
with accounts and stuff. You don't really look at them; you just throw them over your shoulder. In the
Yeah.
second drawer beneath that one, there is a set of keys.
Oh, I jingle them. Look what I found.
All right.
You haven't really needed them. You've just been kicking everything, but
It's
good to have.
true. But if my foot fails me, I've got my pot of gold here.
Oh, I see. So they're not going to be used as an alternative to the foot. They're going to be used if the foot fails.
Right.
Okay, I just want to know the score. Yes. That's...
Hey, I just want to confirm that you called those keys a pot of gold.
Right, yes, that's correct.
Right, that's wild as hell.
Sure,
Yeah. Right.
Shall we? I think I've got everything else to hear. Oh, for good measure, I'll open all the other drawers and shit. If there's papers, toss
There's
them.
a
But
filing cabinet. You open it up. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest. You do throw the papers all over the office if you are so inclined.
yeah.
Great.
going to be very hard to
How
open
about you
those
make-
cabinet doors with your foot.
I don't. Oh no, they're drawers. They're not doors. There's a very fundamental difference there.
It's good to know that you have a line. A line that you will
always-
not cross.
There's always a line. All right.
You make
I
a right
skip
move
out.
of the office, and you head upstairs.
Question before we head
Yeah.
upstairs. Feral whispers. That means
Yeah.
I can talk to my coyote, right?
You can talk to your coyote.
Okay. Before heading upstairs, I'm going to lean down and go, Damon, now, we want to make sure that there's nothing ahead of us that's going to kill us, okay? So, can you go upstairs first and make sure that there's nothing real spooky and let me know? Okay, that's a good boy. I'm going to give him little scritches and I'm going to send him up the stairs.
Okay.
One smart coyote.
Mm-hmm.
He and I go way back, you know?
So you send the coyote up the stairs, and heads up the stairs. You wait. You don't hear anything. Are you going to wait till the coyote comes back?
Yeah, if he doesn't come back in like 2 minutes, because that's too long, then I'll know that something's wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
wait.
So the coyote walks up 10 flights of stairs.
Poor boy. He's getting lugged in.
Holy shit, we have a Scooby.
Oh my god!
Oh my
There
goodness.
you go. Yeah, Mr. Scooby Doo. Looks like.
You wait for about 2 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and as you're just about getting to the point where you're getting worried about Damon, you hear from inside the stairwell.
What do I know that to mean?
It means it's getting your attention to come towards it.
Oh, okay. Well then, I think Damon needs us. You guys, come on, let's go. And I'll run. I'll run
Alright.
towards my boy.
Okay, yeah, we follow.
So
We follow.
you start heading up the stairs,
Yeah.
and at the top of the next landing, Damon is there,
Oh.
and wagging its tail.
Oh.
Doesn't seem to be anything wrong. You get the sense that it went up there, and everything looks fine as far as a coyote understands.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna check him and make sure that he's okay and not possessed. Does he seem possessed?
He seems fine. He doesn't show any outward forms that you would understand as possession.
Okay. All right. Well, despite the fact that he alerted me, I feel like everything's might be fine. He's not possessed by a wraith or a demon or a ghost. So,
What's
are
he
we dealing
saying?
with wraiths? Are we dealing with demons? Yeah, he said everything's cool. I think. Can I understand him that well? How well can I understand him?
You understand the emotion and the gist of what he's getting at.
Hey, his
It's-
vibes say
the
it's
coyote can't talk. It
Right.
can't form words, but it understands you perfectly,
Okay.
and it can kind of relay its feelings on the situation.
Okay, the renovations end on the 5th floor, and then after that, it's all concrete.
And he's like, and they're going for really post-Baroque style. Very interesting.
This coyote is smarter than all.
Personally, it's not my thing, but you know,
But to each their own.
But
to
it-
each their own.
it'll sell rooms. It'll sell rooms.
Oh, some rooms, and there's a gorgeous balcony. Oh.
Okay, so the coyote informs you that things seem normal as far. It didn't see anything dangerous.
Well, let's go up these stairs then, if
All right.
Doggo's fine with it.
So, as you start walking up the stairs, you have 9 more flights to go up after this first one you went up, and it does take you a while. You know, you may be undead, but you still have 2 legs. And as you're walking up, you're seeing the door for each floor as you go up. And most of the ones you look through are dark. And if you take the moment to look through them, you'll notice that almost all the floors except for the 3rd are decrepit, uncared for, broken down. No lights, but you can see, even in the short amount of light you do have from the stairwell, that it's in bad shape. The 3rd looks like it's mid-renovation. But what you can't see via the window, because there are some lights actually coming from outside via a street light, you can see there is a basketball court inside this hotel.
What? Which floor?
The 3rd floor.
What the fuck? Is that normal? Is that what rich people do? Play basketball indoors?
Are there? Can you guys see any ghosts? Are there ghosts playing? But do ghosts play basketball? Why are we dealing with ghosts? What? Does anybody
I'm
remember
going-
why we're here again?
No, but I'll take out my phone because I'm tired of not seeing anything and turn on the light on the back.
Ah.
What, does that hurt you?
Yes, no, that's very bright. Just a little warning.
Alright.
But that's fine. Sorry, no, it was my fault. I was looking at you. I should not have done that.
Yeah, but you know, who expected someone to blast light in here when we got your eyes? Come on, Carol. What's going on? What's going on? You mad that you didn't get a little bit of attention? We have a powwow right here before we fight this ghost.
Who are you speaking to?
You.
Oh, to me. I just
Yeah.
I just want to be able to see. But it's
Trying
fine.
so
I'll
hard
put
for
the
the
phone
flag.
away. My
I feel like
goodness,
you,
all right?
No,
you
it-
don't want to trust your teammates here. I feel
No,
like
no, I'll sit down on the stairs and smoke
You
my
might as well
cigarette.
have it out now. It takes a while for my eyes to readjust.
No, no, it's gone. It's put up.
no, well,
And the coyote starts running up the stairs.
Oh, I'll just take off after him,
Okay.
Go ahead and follow.
and I'll call down, Damon! Damon! Wait! I can't run fast!
As it runs up the stairs.
Oh, God.
was that a good howl or a bad one?
I'll scream back, it was a bad one!
All right, let's go. Let's follow.
So, charge up the stairs. You get to the 11th floor, where the coyote is stopped. And as Miko, or sorry, not Miko, as the first one, sorry, my brain, first one to go after the coyote, after Damon, you were the first one to arrive on the 11th floor.
Yes.
And as you get there, the coyote gives you a look and wags its tail, and you get a sense that the coyote did that purely to get you all to the 11th floor.
Damon, what did I say about trying to progress the plot faster when we're arguing about basketball courts? Damon!
Damon sits on the floor, wags its tail, and puts its paws up.
All right, buddy, I guess I can't stay mad at you and I'll screw up his little face.
It's a basketball court. What does it mean?
So, arriving at the 11th floor,
Yeah.
All
the
right.
doors open.
Shite. All right.
And as you look down this hall, it is a singular hallway with rooms on either side. But it is dark still.
Well, I can't see shite, but apparently bringing out a flashlight is too much. So, Mr. Strategy, you want to tell us what you see?
Yeah, Mr. Strategy.
All right. Yeah, well, I suppose I do have to put my abilities where my mouth is. Go ahead.
Look with your
What
gangrel
do I
eyes.
see?
You look down
You
the
see
hall.
with your gangrel eyes.
We kind of just call them eyes. Thanks.
You look down the hallway, and you see all the doors for this floor, the room numbers being, 1101, 1102, and so on. And as you look to the very end of the hallway, there is a window, where it would be a dead end and just a window that you could look out. And you see something you're having trouble making out. It looks like something like paint, maybe? Something is at the end of this hallway that's not the same color, but at this distance in the low light, you're having trouble identifying what it is.
Does it remind me at all of what went down the stairs in the foyer?
No. It looks more physical than that. It looks like you can see there's some stuff on the floor, like it might be garbage, or like some stuff was tossed right under the window, and there's like markings on the wall.
Well, it's pretty standard hotel hallway. We might have a little something down at the other end of it. I say we proceed with caution at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is the coyote? Is he with us by our side now?
Yes,
Yeah.
Damon is next to Becca.
I'll start walking,
You start walking down the hallway.
but I'll take my
Okay.
gun out.
Okay. You have your gun drawn.
Yeah.
You start walking down the hallway. It is dark, but there is a little bit of, now that you've kind of adjusted from the light of the hallway, you're getting the moonlight coming in from the window at the end of the hallway. So while you can't see a lot of detail, you can see to a certain degree. You're not walking in pitch black. You make your way down the hallway, and all of the doors are closed, as they would be, nothing out of the ordinary. You do walk past the elevator on your halfway down the hallway, which is open. And as you get to the end of the hallway, you can now make out what this was. This looks like a book, some candles that are out, some feathers, some chicken bones, and a lot of symbols written on the wall in what appears to be blood.
Oh, Kara, I think this is where your kicking powers come in handy.
What? What?
Oh, I'm
This-
sorry. You can't see it.
See-
There's an altar thing with the book and candles and the sacrificial altar of blood. I know that you can't see it. It would probably help if you took off the sunglasses, though.
I don't think it'd make a difference at this point. The sunglasses don't come off, you see. They're a part of me.
Do you have any occult knowledge?
It so happens I have a little bit.
Okay. Anybody who has a cult, make me an intelligence plus a cult roll.
It's not a lot.
Oh, I'm good at intelligence.
On
That's 3
either.
successes.
Okay, 3.
No, 2 somehow.
Okay, not bad. Both of you get, by looking at this situation, that this seems to be some form of ritual, and knowing that a Tremere was involved in the events that are happening here, this is probably something that Jacob was doing.
Looks like some
Becca.
Tremere shit. What do you think, Becca?
Yeah,
It does indeed look like some Tremere.
it's some Tremere shit.
Becca,
Yeah.
getting a little bit of a better roll. You do see that the alignment of this situation, the way these blood streaks are, it looks like glyphs and wards being placed. It looks to be done in a geometric pattern that seems to have some sort of meaning.
Not only is this some Tremere shit, this is he's casting something. What? God, why are they so weird? Oh God, what's going on here?
See, that was my second guess. I was like, if it ain't ghosts, it's magic.
Right?
It's looking like some blood magic.
It's looking. Why is it always gotta involve rituals? What's with the bones? Why we?
Is
You
Mhm.
know.
Becca, is this the kind of ritual that would keep a ghost away or summon one?
How-
Wards would be away, right?
To your limited knowledge of what
Yeah.
the Tremere do,
Yeah.
yes, wards do tend to keep things away.
I mean, I don't know how well this spell works because clearly we all saw a freaking ghost.
But-
But it is a warding of some sort.
Maybe this does point to Jacob's innocence then.
Or maybe he's running from something and trying to keep a ghost away and he's freaking evil. We don't need to rule that out, okay? I'm just
No,
saying.
I'm just, you know,
saying.
I'm going
There's
to
also a
touch.
chance they might be warding their bodies away. And what we're seeing is them without bodies and the shadows of such,
Okay.
which will then have their mask removed and they're like a god or something.
Yeah.
And they wanted like the money for this property and they were trying to scare the people away.
No, that makes sense.
They would have gotten away with it if it weren't for us.
Yeah,
that's
they-
right. We can't rule out the Scooby-Doo shit.
We can't throw it out. It's probably some sort of property owner or something. You know, that would make sense. Or would Tremere be conspiring to try and own a hotel?
It's
Things
very
to think
possible.
about.
You know,
Yeah.
they
I can
conspire
think
to
of a few that
do.
they already own.
Yeah.
Right. They conspire to do anything, honestly, through the
See?
ages.
Exactly. For your knowledge of kindred, while members of a certain clan do sometimes tend to have goals that align with each other, every kindred is different. Every kindred has their own plans.
Except the Tremere are all fucking creepy. I'm going to.
There are fucking
This
crazy.
is true.
I'm going to
Cannot-
touch it.
I don't like them.
Touch the ward to
You touch
see.
the ward.
I want to test something real quick.
When
Okay. So as
Oh no.
Kara reaches her hand down and touches one of the wards, you see, as the hand touches the floor, nothing happens for a moment.
Oh.
And then the ward itself becomes three-dimensional and
Oh.
encircles Kara's arm.
Uh
And as that does, reality bends a little bit and it bows out and comes back together into focus, and the room is different. The end of this hallway is odd somehow. The way you're all looking at where this ritual was, the walls seem more rounded, which is odd because you were in a corridor. And these rounded walls, as you turn and look, you turn and you keep turning, expecting to see the hallway that you walk down, and you just keep seeing doors until you've turned all the way around and you are looking back at this ritual. There are exactly 5 doors, and at that point, the ground comes to a point in the middle of where you are all standing. All 5 doors open, and you are all slid into each door individually, and the doors slam shut, and that is where we begin our break.
Oh no! Why would you touch shit?
I know, always touching stuff. Told stop touching stuff.
Hey, gang, let's
All
split
right.
up and look for clues. We'll cover more ground that way.
Yeah, I mean, they forced us into it.
All right, we are gonna go to break for like 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll be right back. Remember to keep donating. We are at I need to get some new prescriptions. It's over 1,000. It's
1,820.
thank you.
Ooh.
Wow.
1,000. Nice.
Well
Thank
done.
you guys so much. We will be right back with more vampire shenanigans.
Welcome back to the No Vacancy charity one-shot for the Nomi Network. We appreciate you all being here. You guys have been awesome with the donations so far. We are at $2,505, which is insane. Thank you so much to everybody who's donated. It is wonderful. We appreciate it so much.
Amazing.
Also, no
And-
vacancy. We're at a hotel. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I literally just got that.
Me too. Oh, Mika.
Oh my god! I understand.
You're real smart, Alex. Real smart.
I am sometimes, rarely. So, if you're just joining us after the break, we left off with this group of kindred finding what looks to be a Tremere ritual that is not in use, that was once used, and there were some wards around it, or what looked to be wards. Until one, Kara, touched one of these said markings, which seems to have transported them all into separate rooms, and that is where we ended at the break. So, we will continue. As all of the doors slam shut, you are all in a room on your own. Who am I
Is
going
Damon with me?
Damon is with you.
Okay, then I'm not alone.
Chad. You're standing facing the door that slammed and shut in front of you. And there is a room behind you. All you have to do is turn around.
You said Chad and not chat, right?
Chad, yes.
Okay. I
As you slowly turn around, the room looks fairly normal as you're scanning, albeit a little run down, until you do a full 180. And at the other end of the room, you see what looks to be a huge bird's nest made of brambles and decaying plants, and it's centered in the middle of the room, and it has connectors that run to the ceiling and floor, and it is suspended in the center of the room, this big bird's nest with a hole in the front of it. And you can hear this creaking like wood and twigs snapping. And as you adjust to what you're seeing and you're looking at this bird's nest, you realize there's someone standing next to it. There's a man, or at least the figure of a man, who also looks to be made of brambles and sticks, who is standing next to this giant nest. And the man looks at you and cocks his head, and you see twigs and little branches snapping as the movement breaks the connectors in his neck. And he reaches forward and beckons you closer.
I don't think I could do that, partner. I don't like what's going on here. I don't like the wood. I don't like you. I don't like this nest. And you ain't said a word. And I don't know what you about. I'm going to need answers before I come any closer without fire.
He looks at you and then says, Es ot si wonk ot tom si estot, and points to the bird's nest into the hole. And then beckons you to come forward and then point at the hole again.
I start to walk closer to the hole.
He nods.
Oh, okay. This is, I don't know. I'm gonna do a soul read. I put my hand on the Bramble Man's shoulder.
Okay.
I get a pulse check, and I close my eyes.
You put your hand on his shoulder, and as you wrap your fingers around the shoulder, he's made of sticks. Your fingers kind of go between the sticks, and there's nothing under. It's not he's wearing a costume. It's just sticks. And you see these two deep-set little lights at the back of the sockets where his eyes would be, just staring at you. And he says again, Is ot si wongot ton si estot. And then points to the hole in the
You
bramble.
haven't attacked me yet, so I'm hoping that you're good, because I don't want to be here anymore. And I don't want to, no offense, I don't want to look at you. You're very creepy.
And you
Your neck
see these sticks that make up his lips just kind of and form a smile. There's no teeth. He just kind of smiles.
I'm gonna just get in the hole. Stop smiling.
So now, do you put your hand in or do you put your head in?
Yeah, I just Willy Wonka dive into the hole, expecting there to.
Okay, so as you kind of put your head in and you put your arms on the sides of the hole to kind of pull yourself in there, for a second, when you reach in, there's something there. It doesn't feel like sticks in the inside. And it's something kind of... The texture is odd. It's soft, and it's a little wet.
Yeah.
And as you kind of recoil, on the tip of your finger is an eye.
I'll put my face in that.
And
you should have just
No, go ahead.
said grab it. You made it look like I had to go inside. You should have said grab it. Do a grab motion. Do you understand that? Put my face in there. There's an eyeball.
As you're saying this to him, you out of the corner of your eye, you see this eye is on your hand, and it starts multiplying. And these eyes just start taking over your hand and covering your whole arm and running up your arm towards your shoulder and coming up. And then they go up your neck and over your face. And it's just eyes. And in a flash, the eyes are gone.
Oh, I hate the Tremere so much.
And you start sinking into the floor. And as you look down, it is one giant eye, and you are falling into the pupil of this eye. And the man looks at you and says, Gnith ye reve, gini ganahach, emius nok, liwe swok ino tahawa. As you fall into this eye.
All right, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, you know, I don't understand that. I have yet to speak in that same tongue. I've been talking to you in English, and if you don't know that, that's cool, but I just want you to know. I dislike the Tremere so much. I hope they all die.
And sink completely into the eye. Raven.
Oh boy.
Door shuts in front of you. And it seems to be a regular, ordinary door. But you start hearing... Just whispers. You can't quite hear what they're saying. They're speaking English, but you can't, it's just on the edge of your hearing. You just can't catch it. And you turn around into this room, and it looks fine. There's nothing odd at first glance, but there's this kind of like, the texture of everything is odd. It doesn't look like the bedposts don't look like wood. The flooring doesn't look like carpet. It's a facsimile of those things. It's not actually them. And you keep hearing these. Make me a wits plus investigation check.
Oh boy, okay.
It's all made of chocolate. You're on a Japanese game show.
Okay. 2 successes.
Great. So you start walking forward in the room, and you're trying to make out. You're distracted by these whispers and trying to hear what they say. And then you, as you're listening, you walk past a chair, and you put your hand like on the back of the chair as you go by, just absent-mindedly. And you feel it move.
Oh.
And as you look at the chair, you see it's made of tiny mouths. And all those whispers are coming from all of the mouths that everything in this room is made out of. It's all...
Oh no, 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 no. I do not like this chair. No.
And as you turn, and your immediate thought is, I'm leaving, I'm getting out of here. You turn and look at the door, and the door is gone, replaced by what looks to be a door, but is in fact just part of the wall, all made of these tiny little mouths.
Yuck. Okay.
And you still hear... just whispers flying past your ears.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna need you to speak up, mouths.
Make
Don't know
me
what you're saying.
make me a composure and awareness roll.
Okay. 2 successes.
Great. So you sit there. You sit in the middle of the room, and you're hearing, and the whispers are getting louder. They're not getting any more intelligible, but they're getting louder, and there's more of them. It's just going past your ears, and it's getting deafening. And you take a moment, and you pull yourself together, and you breathe, or at least the facsimile of breathing, to center yourself. And you listen. And you try and sort through all of the whispers. And then you hear it. Under the bed.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Nope. No. Mm-mm. Don't like that. You want me to go under there, or there is something under there?
Under the bed.
No.
What do you do?
Hard pass.
Oh boy. Well, Can I take just a little peek?
Yep. You take a quick peek under the bed. And there appears to be a hole underneath the bed. Like someone's broken through the floor under this bed. It's not large. It's not a huge hole, but it is just big enough for someone to slide in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Oh, I guess. What do I do? What do I do? Do I go under the bed? Mouths. Can you tell me what's under the bed?
Under the bed.
Under the bed.
Yeah, I heard that part. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's fuck it. Why not?
Fuck it. Let's do it. So
Go.
you slide under the bed, and you get to this hole, and you look down, and it's just dark. And as you're there, looking down this hole, this sensation comes over you, like you're on a ship and it's rocking in the waves, and it's a really bizarre feeling to be having while you are under a bed. And at that moment, you kind of realize you're tipping forwards. And then you realize the reason you're tipping forwards is because a very large tongue is tipping up and pulling you and dropping you straight down this hole into the floor. Right. The door slams in front of you.
What? That's it?
None of us are sleeping tonight. Cool.
The door slams in front of you. And you don't hear anything. It seems like a normal door. A little run down, but that would make sense. What do you do?
I'll do what I can to take a look around.
Okay,
Take a
you
look
turn
behind
around,
me.
and it's a hotel room. Doesn't seem to be anything odd with the hotel room.
Gonna activate Sense the Beast to see if I can get the sense of anybody else here.
Okay. You activate Sense the Beast. Does that require... I don't believe that requires a rouse check, but
It's a level 1.
It's level 1. Yeah, I don't think it
Yeah.
requires a rouse check.
It
that is level 1
does.
Protean, correct?
No, it is level 1 animalism.
Animalism, that's what I said. I know
It
what
does
I'm
not.
talking- It does not. Great. So you activate Sense of Beast, trying to get the feeling of any presence of any person or being in that room and gauge their feelings towards you. And as you activate it, you feel nothing. But the interesting thing is you feel nothing, which means you also don't feel the presence of your companions that were on the other side of that door. You feel no one in this area.
A regular hotel room, you say. So, windows.
There are windows.
I take a look at what is outside.
Okay. You take a look outside. And you have to blink. Your brain doesn't get it for a second. Because you look out and everything looks normal, except everything looks upside down. The sky is down, the ground is up. Everything is upside down outside. And it goes in. It's upside down to a point, and then you look down the road as you kind of crane your neck to look more out the window, and you see that the road, while being upside down as you look up, curves. Almost like a Hot Wheels track. But upside down. Exactly. Where the hell's my mouse? So as you're standing there and you're looking at the window, and as you lean to look out that window, you put your hands on the windowsill to kind of crane your neck. And as you do, it feels rough. Like almost like sandpaper. Which is odd because that shouldn't be what a windowsill feels like. Nobody makes a windowsill out of popcorn ceiling material.
Unless I start to look around and see if the room itself is now upside down.
The room is not upside down, and as you turn, you drag one of your hands as you're turning across the windowsill, and you hear. And as you look down, you see sparks coming across your hand as you drag it across the windowsill. It's almost like a flint, and your hand is the match, and it lights the whole windowsill on fire. I need you to make a willpower roll.
Okay. I just all the willpower in
You
in the
roll
dice pool.
all of your unspent willpower. So every box that is unfilled, you total that together and roll that amount of dice.
3 successes.
Great. So as you drag your hand and you look, and this whole windowsill, vroom, this huge fire goes up, and it just starts, and it's almost like, you know, when you light a match via another fire source, and it just flares. The whole wall is just traveling around the room, and it is just going around this whole room, and the whole room is lighting on fire. And you manage somehow, being the kindred are inherently terrified of flame. You keep yourself together as hard as it is. You hold on, and you do not let the beast react defensively. The flames have not reached the door yet.
Go ahead and try that door.
So you go and you run, you book it as fast as you can towards that door, and you're racing these flames, and you can see them out of the corner of your eye. They are traveling along this wall, heading towards that door. And as you reach your hand for the handle, you feel it stops. Everything stops. The fire stops. It's still there, but it stops. It's frozen. And as you turn and look at this frozen fire, you see right behind you there is a shape made of fire. The shape of a person made of fire. and they just look at you and they say, "It burns us all in the end." And they just shove you straight in the chest, and your clothes light up, and you fly back through that door, crashing into it. Kara.
Yes.
Door slams shut in front of you.
I'm gonna kick the door.
Great. Perfect. Roll me a strength and athletics check.
2 successes.
Wonderful. You've had enough of this shit already. It's been 10 seconds and you've had enough of this shit. You raise your booted foot, you slam it into the door, and your foot sinks in like a
Oh. Shite.
And as you sink your foot into this wall and you instinctively pull it back out again, it crumbles
Oh.
like old bread. And it's on your boot. And you look down and you see it's mold
Hey,
And the
this place is old.
is starting to eat away at your boot.
Not my boots.
It's starting to eat away at your boot and it's starting to travel up your pant leg.
Oh no, take my pants off.
So, do you take your boots off first?
All in one go. You know, it's an art I've perfected over the years.
All right.
I
me-
mean, that might be a dex check. Yeah.
Yeah, roll me dexterity and fuck, what else? Is it dexterity
And horniness?
yeah. Yeah, just dexterity and athletics. Balance.
This is a great roll for me. Yeah. Dexterity and athletics.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay, great. You're gonna expend one temporary willpower to re-roll 3.
Am I looking at this correctly? Do I only have 3 willpower?
Yes, you do. Only have 3 willpower.
That's great. Yes, I'll use 1 to re-roll these 3. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a critical success. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my. So, as this mold starts eating away at your boot and your pant leg in a amazing feat of dexterity and grace, you leap straight into the air and you just throw your pants and boots on and land perfectly in the same place.
Oh, God.
Except you landed hard
Oh no.
and your feet sink into the floor.
No!
no.
And as you take a moment, you take better stock of your surroundings, and everything is mold
Oh no.
and rotted furniture. And then the smell hits you. In all the confusion, it didn't hit you before, and you just get this wave of decay and putrescence in this room. And as you're standing in this mold that is starting to burn your feet just the slightest,
Oh, shite.
standing in a little bit of too hot of a bath,
Oh.
you hear everything falls apart.
Oh, fuck. It's like my
And you
self-conscience.
see hands of mold start
Oh.
pulling themselves out of the ground, and you see just withered and wet limbs pull themselves out. But as they pull out, there's no shoulder attached, it's just arms all pull out, and they form together into this kind of centipede-esque
Oh, no.
arms that comes up and swirls around your feet and reaches up and holds onto you. And the top of it stops right at your face and says, 3 is not the same as 1. and a hand grabs the front of your face.
Oh. Shit.
Becca,
Oh.
Good luck.
the door slams shut in front of you.
I immediately draw my gun, and I pull
Okay.
another gun from behind my skirt, and I'm like Lara Crofting it. I have 2 guns.
You have your gun
And the
drawn.
coyote pulls out a gun as well.
And the coyote pulled out a gun.
You have your 2 guns drawn. And the door in front of you seems fine. Seems normal. There's a smell. And you can't... It's so faint. It's just barely there, this smell. And you can't quite place the smell, but it's definitely wafting from behind you.
Damon, you look first.
What'd you say?
You look first.
You hear the coyote just go...
Damon, you better look first.
And Damon turns his head real fast. And looks for a second. And looks back at you and goes, "Arr."
Gonna slowly we'll put the guns there first.
You whip
Slowly
around.
Turn around.
It's a room. It's dirty, but it's a room. It looks like it's covered in like soot. Like it looks this like rust powder is covering the room. It's odd. It's just, I mean, it may very well be from the fact that this floor has not been renovated. Like, it's very old, and it could have come from the ceiling or the vents. You don't know, but it looks like there's rust powder all over the bed and the nightstand and the tables in the room.
I'm gonna pull up my riding scarf over my nose. Not like that matters because I can't breathe, but you know, for aesthetics, just
Yeah.
in cases.
As
And-
habit.
As habit. And guns still drawn like Lara Croft style. I'll just start taking a look at everything.
Okay, you start going to the room, and you're, checking your 6. You're watching all the angles. You're going in, and as you step into the room, you start smelling that smell more and more. And all of a sudden, you step into a puddle. And you look down. And as you look down, you see a puddle in the middle of the room. And then the smell hits you. And you understand why the room looked like it was covered in copper. This room is covered in blood. And you need to make a willpower roll.
Oh shit!
The smell of blood assaults your nostrils. And this isn't just blood. This is kindred blood. This is intoxicating. This is wanting you to drink.
So I'm rolling my thin blood dice, and I have little half moons. What do those mean?
The half moons, I believe, are just successes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's 4 successes. Ooh.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. You smell the smell, and everything in you is telling you, your beast is roiling inside of you, telling you to drink this vitae. And you get down on your hands and knees, and you're getting ready to plunge your face into this puddle and drink your fill, and you stop yourself. You stop yourself right before you plunge your face into this puddle of congealing blood, and you realize, no, you can't. This is not something you're supposed to do. And you force yourself to stand up, and you force yourself away from this puddle.
I also shoot the puddle for good measure.
You pull your gun out, and you fire into this puddle. And as you do, the wave of blood that comes out of this puddle is far larger than anything a bullet should have made. It is a tidal wave of blood that flies out of this small puddle and fills the room, floating you to the ceiling. And right as you start to sink into this pool of blood, all of you have a moment. as you've just all experienced these things, you all, at the very last second, blink. You shut your eyes. And in that moment of darkness, before you open your eyes again, in the middle of that blink, you hear the words, "To see is not to know. To know is to see. What one knows will consume, changing everything." And as you all open your eyes, you are all standing together in a singular hotel room.
Fucking
Did you guys have mouths? Did you guys have mouths?
mouths! I had blood!
No,
You had
no.
mouths?
I had lots of tiny little mouths.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Fucking Tremere! Fucking.
I just
I'm
had a moldy ass room. It was disgusting. Oh,
Yeah, I had eyeballs. I put my face in it.
Wait,
You put your face in an eyeball? What?
Yeah, I wasn't real happy about
I
that.
had fire. Yeah, okay. You had eyeballs and mouths and blood. You had a moldy ass room. They're all moldy ass rooms. You barely dealt with anything. Are you kidding?
storyteller, are my pants on or off?
That is a very good point, actually.
Your pants are off, but they are sitting next to you in a pile on the floor along with your boots, untouched. All of you are untouched by what happened. You are not injured.
Carl,
The
where are
fire
you?
did not injure you. You are not covered in blood. You still have your hand. It is not covered in eyes. The mouth did not eat you. You are all fine.
Was that some sort of group hallucination? Why aren't you wearing pants?
Yeah, why aren't you wearing pants?
Why aren't you wearing pants?
Why aren't you wearing pants?
Well, you see, it was a necessity at the time. But I'm glad to see that my boots have not been damaged, and if you don't mind, I'll just put
Yeah.
my pants back on ever so slowly. You don't all have to watch, you know, but
I mean,
try-
it's just like a blonde Winnie the Pooh right now. It's you got the.
Yeah, well, I've got undies on. I'm not full commando here.
I just.
Yeah, but still, you are kind of Winnie the Pooh.
Okay,
You
right.
got that leather jacket and then those underwear.
Did you fuck the mold?
No,
That's a good question. Did you fuck the mold?
no, I did
didn't
not.
know that was an option.
I did
There
not
was a hole.
fuck the mold. The mold fucked me. If anything happened.
Oh God!
Damn.
Did it buy you dinner first?
No, not even. You know, the disrespect.
The disrespect.
The disrespect.
Anyway, what the fuck, man?
Well, what the fuck is that we have a building full of non-consensual mold, but also creepy Tremere shit.
Yeah, creepy
Tremere
Tremere shit. First of all, when I find the Tremere and I pull a bigger gun out from my waistband, I'm so fucking done with this.
Wait, eyes, mouths, and other weird shit. Would I have knowledge of things like the Tzimisce existing?
Make me a intelligence plus occult.
Okay. 2.
2. You do know that there are clans of vampires or kindred that can do things with flesh and to shape it. You have no idea if they can do things like this.
Yeah. There's these weird, creepy vampire kindred. You know, they're bizarre. They flesh craft and things. I'm wondering if this isn't just some Tremere shit, but maybe a little Tzimisce shit mixed in.
What was with that weird bullshit? You see what you don't. You kind of. I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
really paying attention. It seemed
I
like.
also immediately forgot what that's.
Yeah, it seemed like stupid Tremere shit. To me,
Yeah,
so I
something
don't
about-
know about.
Something about knowing to see.
You
and-
don't. You didn't see what you know, but you know what you see. Something like that.
Look to the past, to the future. Some.
No, wait. Hold on. You didn't.
Well, I think what we're getting at here is that there is the one thing that was consistent through all of our experiences.
What's that?
Is it that whatever you're saying, I heard it too. To see is not to know. To know
Oh,
is
yeah,
to
that's-
see.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
said.
Knowing is half the battle.
The more you
G.I.
know.
Joe.
What did you hear?
ABC.
Did you hear other stuff in your room? What did you hear in yours?
I heard a wave of blood that drowned me almost. That was pretty much it. Did you guys hear shit?
The mouths
Yeah.
told me to go under the bed.
Did you
Okay.
go?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. What else was I gonna do?
Yeah, no, I had it was speaking a language I couldn't even begin to explain it to you. But it definitely had something to say. I couldn't
Was it
tell you.
French? Was it speaking French?
No, it was like it sounded like it was words backwards, but I didn't have a pen and paper at the time. I was too busy being covered in eyeballs.
That's fair.
Yeah. How about you guys?
I heard the fire tell me that it burns us all in the end.
Oh,
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Which to some extent I
how did
feel
we
like
get
I
into
knew,
this
but
room now? What
So,
is this hotel?
As you say that, how did we get into this room? And you start to look around and take in your surroundings. You are in a hotel room. Similar in construction and in layout to the same hotel room that you were all in. Same bed, same table, same couch. But everything is sharp. Not like metal sharp, but sharp in angle. Everything is angled. It is like the person who made this room could only make it out of straight lines. And as you walk, the floor crunches. As you look down, there are shards of what look like broken pottery, kind of. And everything seems to be made of the same substance in this room.
I would like to kick the couch, please.
Okay, you kick the couch. Roll me a strength and brawl. Let's see for this one.
I'm a shooty sniper. This was a bad idea. I forgot about that.
You can do it. It's always hard at first,
Oh,
but you
no,
get
no.
used to it.
Nope. That's one skull and a failure.
Oh
Hey,
no.
great. That is a failure. A visual failure, as it were. So, as you kick this couch,
Should have shot it.
it is all sharp. It is all angles. You slam your foot into this couch, and an angle on the side of the armrest tears through your calf as you kick and slices a large gash across your leg. You will take 1 point of superficial damage.
And then
So on your damage track, generally how I track damage is when there any of the blank squares that are there, just put some marking, either a slash or whatever you can via your computer, to somehow mark that you have 1 point of damage, a crossed out box. But don't fully cross it out because then that's where aggravated damage comes in.
I'm just gonna make a post-it note and say one superficial.
That works too.
And then after Becca goes, shit, fuck, motherfucker, fuck, damn it, then she shoots it.
Okay.
Shoot it.
You shoot the couch. And you're point blank. You really don't need to roll for this. You just point. You shoot. And the couch shatters.
Yeah,
With
see, that's what I fucking wanted to do, you stupid
With it,
couch.
and you stop. That's what I want to do with this fucking. And there is a piece of this couch sticking out of your chest. Because this couch, when you shot it, exploded with shards of this ivory material flying out of the couch and just shrapneling the entire room. All of you take an additional point of superficial damage as a piece of this ivory material
Okay.
sticks into you.
Would some rapid reflexes of some kind help?
Not in this instance.
It's everywhere. Fuck. Becca.
Listen,
Fuck!
Don't blame me. Blame the Tremere. Blame the Tremere.
As you all look at this piece that's inside of you, wherever it happened to hit, maybe it's in your arm, maybe it's in your thigh, maybe it's in your torso.
Out of curiosity, I'm actually tempted not to look. If that makes any difference.
It doesn't make
Because to
You
see
cannot
is
look-
to know, and if I don't see
Right,
it, then
to know.
it
Do-
maybe it's not
You-
there.
who looks and who doesn't?
I look.
I look.
Yeah.
I
I
took a look at it. Yeah.
Okay, so those of you that do look, you see around the wound blood, as you would expect. But the blood soaks into the ivory material. And it turns red. And for a flash, it is this red, almost like crystal. And then it flashes again. Back to the ivory color that it was. But it is so clean and so smooth. You would swear you could see through it. And they all tink, 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 almost like your body rejects them, falls out of wherever it was in your body. And it is now, upon looking at it on the floor next to the other things that were similar in construction before, it is markedly different. It is almost like a mirror.
What the fuck?
See, whatever I did, I helped.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm a vote no on that.
Maybe if we don't look at it, it's not gonna be a problem. Oh, well, no. I mean, maybe it's just real. Shit.
These mirrors. Is it like barren temples? Like
It's
gaudy mirror
all
shit?
shards of what look like a glass-like substance now, all different shapes
Oh.
and sizes, laying on the floor in front of wherever they fell out of you.
You think perhaps we're supposed to construct some elaborate mosaic?
Have we also tried the door?
This is a very good point. I think that we should definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try the door.
Let's try the door.
Yeah.
Can I kick the door right as she's about to open it?
Dex plus athletics.
I'm sorry, dear. I can't help it. 3 successes.
All right. You kick this door, slamming your booted foot into it, and it is not mold this time. It is solid.
Thank goodness.
Unfortunately, it is too solid.
Oh no.
And you kick, and the shock reverberates up your leg, and it kind of knocks you back a step, and you land sitting on the floor. That door did not budge.
Try the
That's-
handle.
A hell of a door. Yes, okay. Yeah, you go ahead then.
I'll try and open the door.
Take the handle. At the very least, it's locked.
Is there a lock I can pick?
There is.
Like,
The keys.
Keys!
There are keys that you have in your possession.
I'll toss them to Becca.
I'll catch them and start trying
The-
every key.
You're gonna try and put the key in the lock.
Yeah.
Okay. When you try and put the
Wow.
key in the lock, it's weird. It's odd. You know where the keyhole is.
Uh-huh.
You have a key in your hand.
Uh-huh.
Every time you try and marry the two together, you miss. It's like you can't thread the key into the keyhole. You can't do it. You just every time you go to the side or above or below, you just can't do it.
Well,
All
she's
right.
lost a lot of blood. That's understandable.
Yeah, guys, am I stupid or can I just can somebody this is what
Let
the
me try it. Let me try it.
yeah, you try it.
I take it and I try it.
Same thing. You can't seem to do it.
I think
Just
these keys
doesn't
are broken, you guys.
Well,
work.
maybe it takes.
Remind me, Raven, do you have Auspex? As a
Heightened
discipline.
senses?
Heightened senses, exactly what I was looking for. That may prove useful in this particular situation.
Okay, can I use it?
Increasing your eyesight. At the same time, Joey, please make me a wits. No. A wits plus. Let's do wits plus awareness. I'm sorry,
Wits.
not Joey, Raymond. Make me a wits plus awareness check. You activate heightened senses. And everything looks fine. 1. Okay. Everything looks fine. And as you don't get the information you need, you turn around, looking at the rest of your companions that are in this room. And every single one of those... Excuse me while I choke. Every single one of those pieces of ivory that was embedded in each of you is glowing. Each one of them. That one success, you're sitting there and you're thinking, there's got to be something here. There's something, there's a puzzle. There's something that we have to do, and you just can't quite put it together.
I know, it's frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
My room said something about we all fall apart sometimes or some shit. Do you think it's relevant or no?
Did it say anything about having to put it back together?
I was freaking out a bit with the mold climbing up my body. I don't quite remember.
Well, we did break a couch. Should we put the couch back together and then... What is this, Saw? Why the fuck are the Tremere like this? I hate it here.
I think at very least it has to do with these pieces here.
Okay.
The
I'll start trying to
glowing
put them
ones.
together. I'll just get down on the floor and
As
start
you-
slamming them together.
As you touch one and you pick it up, you can't help. As you pick it up, you just happen to look at it as you would anything you picked up in your hand, and you realize you can see through it.
Oh.
And as you can see through it, you can see veining, like red veining, running through the floors. And they're traveling. And as you look through it, you see not the ivory that this room is composed of, but a regular hotel room. Except for the veining running through.
I'm going to pass out pieces of glass to everybody and say, guys, look at this shit. And where does the veining go? Does it go out the
is it
door?
Creating a
It travels
pathway?
along the floor. It's all crisscrossing through these floors, but you definitely see heading out the door.
I'm going to take out a knife from my boot and get down on my knees and start stabbing the vein to see if anything
While-
happens.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna take a quick look at the door where the lock was, and see if hold up, hold down, if it's in the same place.
It is most certainly not in the same place.
So while she's stabbing the floor,
floor
right
vein.
in front of I'm just gonna. Do you mind if I borrow
Yeah,
the
take
it.
keys for? Excuse me, I will.
I'll scoot over and be like,
I'll just get out of.
You fucking
I'll
get
just-
it, the Tremere, the motherfucker.
Just
So you
make sure
start
my feet are
stabbing-
clear of that, and then
You start stabbing the floor.
yes, there we
Nothing
go.
Really, you're stabbing the floor.
Yeah.
Nothing really is changing about
No, the vein isn't bursting of magical
No.
energy or
this.
something.
It is not.
No, then the knife goes back in my boot and I stand up and I'm
Okay.
mad now.
So you do go to open the door.
Yes, yeah. Looking at the new lock.
So while looking through the piece of what is now feels like glass, and using the key at the same time, you are able to unlock the door and open.
Hey, Mr. Strategy.
Nice.
Oh, strategy goes out the window with this Tremere shit.
Also, I was the one who exploded the couch and got us all the glass. I'm just putting it out there.
Absolutely.
Teamwork.
So-
We are the Scooby Gang, remember? We got this.
So as you look out the door, everything looks bad. Everything looks
Oh.
decrepit and really run down and decaying, except for when you look through the glass. When you look through the glass, you see the regular hotel and the veins, and they're all running down the hallway.
Just to be clear, we are seeing the regular hotel, as in the one that is still decrepit and decaying.
Yes, but
We're not going back to heyday, the Shining style.
sorry, I should be clear. You are not going back to the heyday of the whatever hotel you're in that I just forgot the name of.
Park Plaza.
You are looking at the way the hallway looked when you walked down it in the first place. What you are seeing if you don't look through the glass is akin to what Kara saw in her room. It is mold and decay and rot and upsetting.
Should we follow the veins?
You know, they say you follow the veins to get to the heart, walk the line, and play your part. So I guess so.
Wow, that was beautiful.
That was deep.
Yeah, I made that up myself. I said they say, but I was a little nervous about making it up myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, let's see where this goes.
Okay.
You may want to take off your shoes and pants. This is the last time. This is the same shit that was in my room. To ruin your clothes.
I think the mold is
I
an illusion.
move the glass up to her eyes. The one that she's holding.
I see it, but like, I don't want to ruin my boots.
Well, you didn't the last time.
You're a smart man, Mr. Strategy. All right, on we go.
All right, yeah.
So you head back out into the hallway, and you can see that these veins do crisscross throughout in kind of haphazard patterns, but a majority of them head down the hallway back to the elevator.
Nothing bad ever happens in elevators, so we ought to just go in.
Is there even the slightest chance that we never considered the fact that there's nothing on this floor? It was actually in the elevator the whole time?
Oh.
Is that a possibility that we
Well, let's go. You know what?
You know what?
go.
Hindsight is 2020.
we don't need to tell the Baron about all
No.
I mean, look, it's always Cliff Notes. It's always Cliff Notes.
Right.
There it is.
Go into the elevator.
Go to the elevator. Okay, you all go to the elevator, and you can see that there is a convergence of these veining, of this vein that runs through the wall. All kind of converges here, and the thought hits your brain as you're looking at this. It's like an artery, all veining going to this one artery. You all get in the elevator.
the elevator shaft itself is like
The elevator's there, like there, but like the idea of the elevator shaft, it kind of you're starting to put this in together in a kind of a poetic, weird way, in that all these veins running to one central point. You get in the elevator. There's only one button lit. All the other buttons are broken, and it's for the second floor.
Is that where the ballroom? If this
I
all
wasn't-
goes
I
back to
wasn't
the
gonna say
ballroom,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I'm going to lose
I wasn't
my mind.
gonna say anything.
Well, Crescent, I press it.
Okay, you press the second button. The doors close with a pleasant ding. And the elevator starts rumbling down the 10 floors. Coyote's a little wobbly with the elevator, but he's okay.
Oh, he can't get
Kind of like a
traction.
dog standing up in the back of a car.
Oh, buddy.
But Damien gets there okay. Doors open on the second floor. And you can see, while looking through your glass, the veining running down the hall to the right to where the top of the grand staircase is.
After you.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, okay.
Head towards this ballroom that we checked out before and look at it this time with the newly acquired glass that we would have had to go to the 11th floor anyway to get. Just saying.
True.
All right.
Fair. It all works out in the end.
I did do a pulse check. So,
And as you
Maybe you just missed the vein.
yeah. Got to slap it with 2 fingers to make it present itself. That's phlebotomy 101, and I feel like we all should be good at that. Seeing as we like blood, as vampires, you know.
Solid points there. Solid points.
Right, right.
so you look around the corner towards the top of the stairway, and you do see that the veins are running very much towards those double doors you kicked open earlier.
Okay. Shall we, when we look, what does it look like without the glass? Is it same decrepit?
Same decrepit, although you are seeing, as you've gotten farther down, now that you're looking, and you've noticed along the way, because the mirror doesn't go over your entire eye, you've kind of seen it as you're going, it's getting more and more of an amalgam of everything you all individually experienced. It is pieces of ivory, it is mouths, it is eyes, it is crackling with fire just behind the wall, like the interior of the walls are aflame. It is blood and rot.
I'm not liking this. I gotta say, I'm not, thought it was going to be more of a grand old time, but this is getting creepier and creepier as we go. So, are we going in this ballroom, or?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I suppose, yes.
The sooner we go to this ballroom and take care of this Tremere, the sooner we can all go home and scrub our brains with bleach, you know? I'm ready for that.
Right.
Yeah, won't
Yeah.
forget this.
So
Alright.
you go to the grand ballroom, where all these veins are converging. And you walk in through the doors. And standing in that room are 3 figures. Standing on the stage where bands would play in a time where this hotel was in use. 3 figures stand there. They're all different, but of similar height. As you walk in and you get a better look, you see one is like the shadow you saw before, but this time 3-dimensional, but still dark and still shadow, but just physical. And there is another that is all muscle and sinew. And then there's another that is just bones. And they are all looking at you as you walk into the room. They are moving in an exact unison. And as you enter the room, you hear 3 voices at the same time and with the same inflection say, "You are stuck just as I. You are here, just as I am here. We are here, just as you are here. You are we. We consume. And they all straighten up and look, and just all at the same time, in exact unison movements, they say, we came here to do something. We came, and you see as they start saying this, they start breaking apart and they start talking. We came to do a thing. We had a job. What was we had? We are here. We here now. You are here. You will feed us. And they start charging all of you.
Oh
No.
Oh, I immediately Lara Croft
Okay.
and like pew pew to the bone and to the flesh. Like
So everybody, make me a Dex plus Athletics, please. And we're going to treat this as initiative.
not firearms.
For initiative?
For initiative. I thought, okay, Dex plus athletics. I did not hear that.
Dex
got
plus Athletics.
3 successes.
I don't have a big boy.
2 successes.
Oops, sorry. So we have Raven with 3 successes. 2 successes for for Cora. Kara. We have Mika. Or what is wrong with me? Becca. 2
Yes.
successes.
It's like you know our real names.
It's
know.
crazy.
Who told you?
Chad.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. I got this. I think I'm trying to find my initiative section.
Oh, it would be Dexterity plus Athletics.
Okay, good. You passed the test. That works. All right, let's go. 2 successes.
Ooh, wow, you're all going at the same time here. And Raymond.
Oh, it's 0.
Okay.
0.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Wonderful. Let me make a roll here. You're very hungry.
Just your face. So upset.
All right. So, Kara, Chad. Oh, sorry. No, Raven acts first. So, these 3 figures, one made of bone, one made of muscle and sinew, and one made of shadow, all charge at the group. What would you like to do? Now, you are Toreador, and I believe you, if I remember correctly,
I'm
you have the
fast,
discipline.
right?
You have celerity,
Yeah.
you have presence, and you have, I believe, because of the way you feed, dominate.
Ooh.
Now, celerity is very useful in this situation, as dominate also may be. It is all up to how you want to handle this situation. Do you want to fight? Do you want to try and talk your way out of it? What would you like to do?
I think I should. I think I don't know. What should I do?
Do you have any weapons on you? Just
I don't think.
it is generally assumed in Vampire that whatever you could feasibly carry on your person that your character would have, you can just have. So would your character carry a weapon with them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna. I don't know. Maybe try and use persuasion.
Okay. Now, do you want to? I believe you have compel as dominate, but I believe you also have awe in presence. So, do you want to tell them what to do, or do you want to make them want to do what you want to do?
I think I have more presence, so let's
Okay.
do that.
So, what is it that you want? So, you would like to use awe. So, you'll activate awe, which I believe you have.
Yeah.
Correct? It says awe underneath presence.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Okay, so let me double check and make sure you don't have to rouse check that, because I don't usually play characters with presence.
Spooky boys.
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, it's free. So, what do you want them to do?
I want them to stop this.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a manipulation plus your score in presence as a roll.
4 successes.
Okay. This is going to be one target. This works on one person at a time. So which one? There was the skeleton on the left. There is the muscle sinew in the middle, and there's
the
shadow.
muscle one.
Muscles. Okay, so I have to make an opposed roll here. Okay. Oh, that's all hunger dice. Good. So, what was it you said again? What was your words you chose?
I want them. I want him to stop.
So, Alex, you say, I want you to stop. The other two keep running. But this muscle and sinew one in the middle falters and stops and blinks and sees you, and you see his pupils dilate, and he is all attention is focused on you. But he has stopped for the time being. Now, Kara, Chad, and Becca all move at the same time.
It's gonna be great.
So, let's just start with Kara. What do you do?
Well, I was gonna say, Chad, shall we sandwich, put them back together? And then I'm going to tackle whichever one's on the left into the one in the middle. Does that make sense to anyone,
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're thinking laterally. That's good.
they're all separated, and I figure you put them back together. I'm going to tackle them.
Okay. You're gonna. Which one are you attempting to tackle into the others?
Whichever one's on the left, I'll tackle it into the one in the middle.
Okay, so you're tackling the skeleton into the sinew.
Yeah?
Okay, so make me a dexterity plus brawl.
I just realized I've got prowess. Do I add that to everything? Because it says you
can
add...
add it if you activate it.
Oh, yes, I'll activate my prowess.
Okay, you activate your prowess.
It's a rouse
Yeah.
check. I'll do it.
Particular situation, then you'll be using strength instead of dexterity. Because
Just gotta
prowess.
shove the bones
It's
back
for
into the body.
unarmed attacks and feats of strength.
Yes, so you'll just use your strength score for this instead of your dexterity, which is fine. I believe it's only one less. So prowess, you have to make a rouse check though. So roll
Yes,
100.
I passed. I passed.
You passed? Great.
Right.
So, give me strength plus brawl plus your prowess or your potence score.
Okay. I'm going to spend a willpower.
Oh my god.
That means you have one left.
That's right. I never was one for self-restraint. That's some 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You charge up, running full speed, and you slam into the skeleton, driving it towards the sinew body that is enthralled by Raven. And you slam them into one another, and you all fall into a heap on the floor. Now, Chad,
They didn't meld?
not to your knowledge.
It's unfortunate. Okay.
What would you like?
Oh yeah, no, just like looks like we have a situation here where we got these nasty things coming at us, and someone needs to stop them. All right. Would something like lethal body work against these?
It will. It will definitely hurt when you punch them.
All right, then that's exactly what I'll do. I'll say, well, I'm gonna have to send you back to dust. Farewell on your travels there, partner. But I don't want to see you anymore. The swift.
Okay. So which one are you punching? The shadow, the skeleton, or the muscle?
Oh, I'm going straight for the skeleton. I'm gonna turn
All right.
bones into bone juice.
So you and Kara move at the same time. Kara charges and tackles the skeleton into the one made of
Oh,
sinew.
no.
As you sweep around from the right side of the group and come in, go ahead and make a strength plus brawl. And if you would like to add your potence, I need a rouse check from you.
Okay, I will do. Let's see, brawl.
So go ahead and just roll one hunger die. So just one die and one hunger, and then tell me what you get.
Okay, I will tell you right now. That is 0 successes.
Great. So now on your sheet, just mark off that you got a little hungrier.
All
You're
right.
using a bit of your blood in there, and you're feeling that rumble in your stomach, and your beast is starting to growl and hasn't woken up yet, but is getting.
All right, I'm getting hungry, y'all.
But you activate your power.
Yeah.
So now, make me a strength plus brawl plus your potent score.
Okay, strength. That's 4. Roll. And okay. All right. Perfect. Oh. And now I roll 2 hunger die, right?
Yes, it would be your hunger would be 2.
All right. Okay, well then that's right now.
It's like a vampire Eeyore. I love him.
I have 7 successes with a possible messy crit.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So you come charging, thundering like the Juggernaut towards the skeleton.
Oh no.
You wind up and you clock this skeleton straight in the jaw, using the momentum that Kara provided to bring this skeleton into your fist. You collide with this skeleton and just shatter the skull of this thing, and bone chips fly across the room as it is falling on top of its sinew companion. You have shattered this skull, and it is, at the moment, motionless.
Well. Look who's shattered now.
Becca,
Yes.
with one untouched coming at you.
Seeing as I know that guns do not work on this shadow, as we have dueled in the past, I want to use awe on this
Okay.
on the shadow boy.
What would you like to say?
I would like to say, I'm gonna say, now what you're going to do is you're going to stop all this consuming us nonsense, and you're going to tell us how to fix this and put everything back together so I can go home. Okay?
Manipulation plus presence, please.
Love that for me. Love that for me. That's not sarcasm. I do. I really love that for me.
Ooh.
That's where's present? Oh, that's right. Oh
Your
god, that's
discipline.
a lot of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Nice.
You beat mine. I got 1 success.
Oh no! Oh no!
So the shadow stops in its tracks and is looking at you. You can't. It has no actual discernible features, but it is staring at you, and you know it is staring at you. And you asked it to tell you what to do, and you see it think. Now this isn't dominate, so it isn't compelled to tell you what to do.
Right.
So it says, you hear it say, no secrets. No secrets told. But can't help. And it turns and looks at its companions. Now, as You all do these things, destroying one of their heads, tackling them to the ground, stopping them in their tracks. They get to go. So, the shadow wrestling with what to do, the skeleton broken, the sinew tangled. Kara, roll me dexterity and athletics. You got a dodge.
If you insist, okay. Dexterity, athletics. Okay.
What did you get? Oh no.
I got 4. What did you get?
8.
Oh, shite.
As a sinewed foot almost seems to expand and grow and become almost like all the muscle is going to one particular spot, slams a foot into your chest and sends you flying across the grand ballroom, slamming into the wall. Well,
Boy.
actually, flying towards the wall.
Okay.
We'll leave you hanging in midair for the moment.
Does the potence decrease the damage? Is it melee damage?
No, well,
It
yes.
says half. I get half potence to melee damage with prowess.
Yes, you do half of your potent score as additional damage. You add more damage because you're stronger.
Okay, never mind. Off I go.
But it's very possible that your feather ability might come in handy right now.
Is that something? Can I react and do that, or I don't know how it works?
You may be able to.
All
Hold on, you're paused. You're in midair during this period of time.
right.
The skeleton you see untangles itself from its companion and grabs some chunks of this bone and kind of shoves it back into place, and you see the bone start to knit itself back together. The shadow looks back at Becca. Clever. Funny way of changing things. And charges right at you.
Oh, it could not though.
It's going to take
That is a good point that she brings up.
I spitting some hot facts here.
Oof. Oof.
What do I have to roll? Do I have to roll anything? Can I save myself?
Roll me a dex plus athletics.
Okay, that's not good. That's 1 success.
You do not dodge. As the shadow whips out and strikes you across the face, almost like a whip. You're going to take 2 points of superficial damage. I rolled 7 successes.
Keep it. Okay, first of all, I have to say, it's not fair that my bullets didn't touch him, but his shadow whip can touch me.
You didn't shoot him this time, though.
There's a bullet with his name on it, you son of a whore.
At this point, it is Raymond's turn. Now, Raymond, you're used to thinking your way around problems. You're not a
I'm
fighter.
definitely not used to punching my way through problems. That is very true. Yes. As I see Becca dive and dodge and do her thing, I feel as though the piece of glass might have been discarded or at least left to dangle, and I'm going to try and grab Becca's piece of glass.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I'm going to take
So-
3 of them, but I will try with 2.
Okay.
And I will
So-
take mine and hold them up
together.
Together.
Okay, so you take both. You manage to grab her piece of glass. You take both together. You hold them up and you place them together. And when you do, ding, nothing happens. But as you place them up in front of your face and you touch them together, tink, nothing happens. And there's this moment of shit. But then you look through the glass you're holding in front of your face. You see that behind these things, on the stage, where all the veins converge, is a heart.
Well. All right. I suppose. I am going to use. I don't have any abilities to actually like attack that thing. I tell you what I'm going to do. Becca, I am sorry for this.
Oh God, what?
I am going to use Feral Whispers.
Okay.
If you hurt my coyote, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I will protect him with my life. I am going to use Feral Whispers to talk to Damon
Okay.
and say, "Come on, boy, we're going for the heart."
Okay. So that is what you do. You go ahead and use your feral whispers. You're talking. Damon goes and looks at his master, owner, companion, who is tangling with this.
Look,
thing.
I'm gonna try and like hold the glass in front of your face. You're a dog. It's a little awkward, but just so you see what we're going after. Okay, there we're gonna go for the heart. Here we go.
All right. And so it sees and goes and just keeps and runs over towards that heart. Now, it is Raven's turn again.
Oh. Okay. Can I Okay, wait, what's going on now? The skill
So
they're all-
in front of you, there is the sinew guy still laying on the ground, having just kicked Kara into the air. The skeleton has stood up and is reforming his skull, and the shadow is tangling with Becca. So in front of you is the skeleton standing.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to compel him to also go for the heart.
Okay, all right. So seeing where Raymond is going, taking a quick look around the situation, you can see, having not seen exactly the heart yourself, but you can see that Raymond has an idea.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you use compel to make the skeleton assist Raymond in what
Yeah.
it's doing.
Yeah.
So
Help Ray-
for the use of dominate compel, you need to, for me, roll a. Nope, one past it. Right here. Go ahead and roll charisma plus your dominate score, and it is free, so you do not have to rouse check.
Okay. 5 successes.
Ooh. All right. Although this is a good roll for our friend here.
Oh no.
We will see here.
Oh no. I don't like this.
How many did you say?
5.
I got 4.
You.
So you see the skeleton as it turns and looks and snaps its head back into place and locks eyes with you. You see these hollow sockets with these tiny pinpricks of light at the end. You look at it and say, assist him. And the skeleton resists. You see it fight and we assist. And it runs off towards Raymond.
Oh shit! They're chasing me!
He's
Hey, no!
helping! He's
Damon!
helping!
So now we are back to the three of you going at the same time. So we'll go in the same order. So, Kara, what do you do? Mid-air, flying through this ballroom?
Well, I suppose it seems very smart to use weight of the feather.
Yes, it does.
Might as well. Although I feel like it's a bit of a difficult. Actually, I don't think I can under pressure because it says it's wits and survival with a difficulty 3 if it's activated under pressure. Do I feel a lot of pressure right now?
I would say so.
Unfortunately, that dice pool would be less than 3, so probably not a good call.
My fault. Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's okay. It's, not a lot of wits about me as we've learned anyway. And I will, I'll do something else. Could my rapid reflexes perhaps allow me to, what am I flying towards?
You're flying towards a booth on the side of the room where people would sit and watch whatever performance was happening, kind of on a raised platform. I will allow you to use rapid reflexes to try and brace your fall and landing and not land hard and save yourself some damage.
Right, yes. Could I land in a seated position with the leg up on the seat in front of me?
You can absolutely try to do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you roll me a dexterity and... I want to make this performance, but I know that would be a terrible roll for you.
I've got would some sort of grappling
We're doing dex and athletics for this one to flip
dex
yourself.
okay.
Unfortunately, himbo vibes isn't a roll.
How does blood surging work again?
Blood surging. That is a good question because I never do it.
Do we roll a hunger die
I
to
believe
increase?
So. You grab your blood,
Right.
and let me just double check really quick.
It says add 1 die under mine, so I think
Yes,
I add 1 die.
That is, blood surge. Yes. So yes, it adds 1 die to whatever you're doing at this. I'm just gonna rule it like that, so I don't have to look it up.
Right. I get hungrier, but I'm gonna add that die.
All right. This is my game. If I've got the rules wrong, I'm sorry.
No, it's right. It's something like that. You can't expend all your willpower, can you?
Oh my god.
You can expend all your temporary willpower. You will just have none in the future.
Yeah, I'm going to use the last one
All right, use your last one.
to reroll
Chop
3.
willpower is 4.
Right. The future. I don't think about the future. Oh my god, they were all blanks. Okay, it got 3 successes.
3 successes. So, you do land in the seat. In the position that you want to. You land. You land very hard.
Oh, all right.
And your foot, you tear through, there's plush backing, that kind of restaurant booth faux leather seating. You just blow that out the sides. You hit with such impact that the stuffing goes flying out both sides of the chair, and your foot comes down so hard on the table that you shatter it into pieces. You're going to take 2 points of superficial damage.
Okay, I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Thanks, everyone.
Still look pretty cool, though.
That's what matters, really, in the end.
Chad, what would you like to do? Having just obliterated the skull of the skeleton that is now run off to help Raymond.
So what's looking like?
The sinew one is still on the ground in front of you, having just kicked Kara into the air. The shadow is tangling with Becca.
Okay, I will help out a fellow Bruja. Grab the sinew and kick it as well.
All right. Go ahead and roll me because I
the
believe
weapon of choice for this
your
campaign.
prowess
the
is still
foot.
active. So
So much
roll strength plus brawl plus potence.
Okay.
When in doubt, kick something. I mean,
All right, here we go. Rolling. 7 successes.
So you wind up like a big bend it like Beckham kick. And you just slam your boot into the head of this sinew guy, and he just spins like a top across the floor, just slides across and slams into a banister on the other side of the grand ballroom.
Now that, Kara, is how you kick.
I'd have to agree with you. That was a fine job. I'll applaud from the seats.
That's good.
Becca.
That's good.
yeah. Seeing as this shadow has whipped me, I'm going to take out my final gun from my ankle, and I'm going to try and shoot it in the side, or
Alright.
wherever won't shoot through me.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me your dex plus firearms.
Yay! This is what I've been waiting for.
This is a good roll for you.
This is a good roll for me. 5 successes.
All right. Not good on their part. So the shadow swings at you again. You duck underneath, and you duck, and you reach down, and you pull the gun out from wherever you had it holstered, and you reach up and you press it point blank into the side of the shadow, and you just unload a shot from this pistol into the side of the shadow, and you hear a crack as it goes through, and you see it almost like shatter like glass as it travels through the shadow. Just along the trajectory of the bullet, you see it go through and burst out the other side with this kind of smoky sort of discharge. And it definitely reels in pain as it affected the creature's physical form.
I'll go, ha ha! Now I can hit you, you bitch!
So, they get to go.
Oh shit,
No.
I just insulted it.
Skeleton is running next to Raymond, attempting to assist whatever Raymond is doing. Sinew is standing up from this massive kick, and you can see the muscles are kind of displaced and definitely bruised and bleeding as it stands back up and kind of clicks itself back into place. And it starts running back towards Chad. But at the last second, you see its eyes flick off to the left, and it sees where Raymond is running and changes trajectory and goes into chase.
That was almost a problem.
And Shadow continues to fight Becca, having its back towards where Raymond is going. It's going to go ahead and take another swipe at you.
What is Damon doing? That's what really matters here.
Damon is running next to Raymond.
Okay,
Damon
fine.
and Raymond.
David and Raymond. New buddy cop show coming this Tuesday.
Tuesdays with Damon and Raymond.
I'd watch it.
That's not a great roll. 2 successes to hit you. Go ahead and make me the Dex and Athletics check to see if you can get out of the way.
Dex and athletics. 1 success. No.
Okay. The attack hits. It's not a strong hit. It clips the side of your shoulder. You're going to take 1 point of superficial damage.
I'm still fine. I'm still fine.
So, it is now Raymond's turn.
Well, now that I'm being chased by a giant skeleton,
He's helping!
I'm going to continue running towards this giant heart. You said it was on top of the stage?
It's at the wall at the back of the stage.
At the wall at the back of the stage, yes. Okay,
It is
so
only
I am
visible where you have the glass up, though.
I'm heading that way with Damon running next to me. And I'm assuming I can get there a little faster if I go right up the stage rather than
Yeah.
going up the stairs or anything. So attempt to leap up onto the stage to get there a little quicker.
Okay. You can go ahead and make me a Dex and Athletics roll to leap up there.
Yes, that was the bit that I was worried about.
It's not too hard. It's a pretty easy thing.
I got the one success.
That was all you needed. You just needed not to fail. So you get up there, vault yourself up.
Ain't that the truth?
You vault yourself onto the stage and keep running. What do? You get to this back wall.
I don't have any weapons or anything like that. I'm going.
Punch it!
I'm
Punch it.
going to.
There
This
is
is not normally how I solve problems. I am going.
there is
Is this-
detritus and broken down things all over the place in here.
Is this like a stage with like a baton system?
Don't you still have the ivory?
No,
I do,
it's-
but that's what I'm using to see it.
it's more of just like a platform. There's no real rigging.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll pick up anything near me that seems any kind of sturdy
Okay.
and
You
take a
search
swing
around.
at this heart or stab at it, whatever makes
You search
sense
around the
with
floor.
what I find.
Search around the floor and you get up on the stage and you can see that there's broken bits of what look like possibly instruments and things that were left here, and there is a broken piece of a banister. This very long piece of wood that is on the stage. That seems it could be very reminiscent of another thing. All the parts.
And vampires.
Oh, I see what we're doing here. Oh. Wait a minute. Yes, I will go ahead and grab that piece of the banister, and I will run up to this heart, just double checking, making sure I know where it is. Show Damon real quick where it's at, and I'm
Damon.
going to stab at the heart with the broken banister piece.
Okay, go ahead and make me a strength and melee roll. And remember, you can re-roll
Yeah.
to 3 dice with willpower.
Up to. Do I need to be rolling more than 3 dice to roll? Okay. 1 success.
Okay. So,
I can roll up to 3 dice with willpower.
yes,
3 black
go-
dice.
3 black
I
dice.
will go ahead and roll that one that was not a success and try that. And re-roll it. Oh, I had to select it. Yes. Nope. Did not work. Oh,
Okay. So,
well.
One success.
Willpower, though.
you take this piece of banister that's broken and you swing with all your might, and you slam it into the wall. And it does stick into the wall, but there's resistance. It's not quite in enough. But at that moment, when you stab every single one of them, including, well, okay, sorry. The skeleton has to act before this happens. So the skeleton has to try to attempt to assist you in whatever you're doing, as it was holding its action. So it's going to go ahead and make an attempt here.
Now, is this some sort of like Davy Jones shit? Like, are we gonna have to replace the heart, like part of the ship, part of the crew nonsense? Like,
So as you stab into the place where the heart is, this skeleton comes up behind you, and you stab into the wall, and you turn back and you look, and you see the skeleton charging at you, having no idea that it is here to help you.
He's trying to help.
And it runs up to you, and it raises its hand, and it swings at you, and it slams into the back of the banister and drives it farther into the wall. At which point
He missed. Okay. Well,
You hear this?
I'm safe.
unearthly scream that seems to come from everywhere at once. This cacophony of noise happens. And all 3 of these beings, the skeleton is there's a moment, Raymond, where the skeleton looks at you and realizes what it's done. And just looks into your eyes. You have this moment where you stare into each other's eyes, and it gets wrenched back. And all three of them fly and collide with each other in the middle of this room in the air. And they collide, and there's this explosion of blood and viscera and mold and rot and teeth and tongues and all of these things and ivory. And there's flash. And you all blink and shut your eyes.
That's what the sunglasses are for. This moment.
And when you open them again, you're in the ballroom as it once was when you first walked into it. Except there is a corpse laying on the floor.
Fucking Jacob. All right, I'm going to walk over there. Make
While
sure
he's
it's
walking,
a
I
corpse.
shoot his foot just to see what happens.
Oh, you
I-
should the corpse.
Me? Wait, the corpse.
Just in case. The corpse's foot.
Okay,
not your
I was
foot.
just
Your
wondering
corpse.
how you felt
Yeah.
about me
No,
talking to the
no.
dog.
You
I was
Gucci.
looking-
You Gucci.
Very,
You're safe. You're fine.
very possessive.
I shoot the corpse's foot just to make
You
sure.
fire
there's
at the corpse's foot.
Yeah.
It hits. Doesn't move.
Is this Jacob? Is this? Do we know this?
You
Does it
don't
have-
know. You've never actually seen what Jacob looks like.
We should.
Like-
We ought to asked for a physical description, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should
that's
we like drag
Search
it
his
back to
pockets
the
or
Baron?
I
Oh, that
think-
makes more sense. Yeah.
What?
Search his pockets. I thought take the
Ah.
body back, but that's kind of dramatic, huh?
Yes, loot him
Yeah.
before we give him to the Baron.
Oh,
I don't know.
still
At this point, I feel like doing something dramatic for the Baron is apropos because he's put us through something pretty dramatic.
Agreed.
Yeah.
as payback for making us come here, he has to deal with the corpse now. 100%.
That seems
Ab-
fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to search his pockets to see if he's got a
Okay.
wallet or something.
You search through his pockets. You roll him over. And it is definitely a kindred. You can see the fangs, but he is decrepit and looks like you don't actually really ever see kindred like this. He looks like he's rotting, which is not something kindred generally do. But you can see a massive, almost cauterized hole in the chest where the heart should be. And you search his pockets. You don't find any identification, as kindred don't generally feel the need to carry identification with them, but you do find a small book in the pocket, like a tiny journal.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah. let's-
Okay, you open up the journal, and
And read
inside
aloud the ancient Sumerian text.
are insider notes that look like progress notes on a project, something that was being worked on and trying to be figured out, and it looks to be the notes from a Tremere or someone practicing blood sorcery, trying to find a new way to harness power from somewhere else. And through these notes, as you read, it seems that he was very close to figuring something out, although you can't really understand how or what the purpose was, not being schooled in thaumaturgical arts. But it seems that whatever did happen went very wrong.
Okay.
Fucking
Uh,
Tremere shit.
Fucking
Tremere
Tremere
shit.
Yeah.
As we're saying this, I'm gonna take a couple snaps of it, just with my phone, be like, yeah, there could be some Tremere who would pay a pretty price for this. I'm just gonna. All right, let's get this fucker back to the Baron.
Right.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sure. Yep.
you all pack him up. You find a way to carry him out through the streets of Los Angeles inconspicuously.
Can we?
It's
Can
Los
we?
Angeles.
Could
You
we
call
burn?
around the
What?
The
we will call
building?
around the Baron's fancy car.
Yes.
And,
You contact the car
load him in there.
front or wherever you want to come around.
Should we not burn it down for good measure?
You were specifically asked
I
not to.
remember being
yeah.
specifically told not to burn this building.
That it were a preferred. It was a
I
preference.
don't think they said specifically not to.
Maybe
I
like
think
a
they were
small
like, we
trash
wouldn't, we couldn't.
Let's meet in the middle. Trash fire. I think that's a good plan. Let's
Yeah.
just set the dumpster out back on fire. Send a
All right.
message
All right.
that we could have, but we
actually-
didn't.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think it is okay to burn it down.
Oh,
Because no, here's my reasoning.
all right, Mr. Plans.
He will never ask us to do anything again.
I
And
like
that
the
is
way
great.
you think. There it is.
Yeah.
Who's got some matches?
Oh,
All right.
I've got some matches.
You go about setting the Park Plaza Hotel on fire,
Right.
and then you call the car, you get picked up, and go to deliver the body to Baron Temple. And that is where we will end our one shot.
Success.
Wow, that's
Absolute
fantastic.
That was
success.
absolute success.
Yes.
And he will
was
never
good,
ask
y'all.
us to do anything ever again.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a perfect plan. And
Well-
we're $2,800. Am I reading it right?
Wow.
That's
Amazing.
That's fucking awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. I know we went a little later than
No,
we
we're good.
planned on, but I wanted to end on a narrative note. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for donating. This was awesome. I'm going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves and where you can find them, but this will be going up on YouTube under the World of Darkness channel, so you can catch it there if you want to watch it again, or if you missed it this time, you can check it out there. So, Josephine, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
You can find me at JCVIM. We all have our Twitter handles under our little names here, our character names here. On Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, it's all the same. The next big thing to check out is I'm doing a like 8-hour-ish stream this Saturday on twitch.tv/JCVIM, fundraising for season 3 of our Mothership dark sci-fi tabletop RPG show. So yeah, you should be there. Also, a new D&D show on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. called Shikar. We just launched this week. It was great. That's on twitch.tv/thatbronzegirl. I'm done.
Who goes next?
Oh, sorry, Joey.
Well, guys, this was awesome. This is so much fun. I'm not normally on this side of the camera, but if you want to watch stuff where I'm on the other side of the camera, you should watch G4 TV. Some of you might have heard of it. G4 TV, Attack of the Show, X-Play, the Bleep Esports Show. I have my fingers running a lot of the stuff there. And also, if you want less nerdy stuff and more car stuff, Donut Media as well is a place where you can find some of my stuff out there. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Joy Rasool, RASSOOL.
All right, Mika.
Hi, I'm Mika Burton. You can find me everywhere at Mika Burton. If you're interested in horseback riding, I have a horseback riding account that's at Mika Strides on Instagram. I horseback ride every week. And yeah, and soon I'm going to be half leasing a horse, so come on the adventures as I befriend a giant animal that could definitely fucking kill me. Other than that, I don't have much to plug other than please go watch Critter Hug on the Critical Role channel. We talk about awesome, wholesome things and boost people in the TTRPG community, and it's a bunch of good vibes and good fun. And Matt Mercer and I talk about human centipedes, so like, you know,
Oh yeah. That's
Horrible.
I see a disconnect there. Yeah.
good vibes, human centipedes, you know.
I mean,
I
I'm there.
did see that clip. I did see that.
That was my fault. I brought up the human centipede first. I'm sorry.
It comes up often. It's understandable.
Yeah, it's a common subject. Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz Adams. Thank you so much for watching us. This is my second like RPG playing game ever, so this was super fun for me. You can find me on Instagram at Liz LIZZ or on just kidding. Instagram is Liz Party LIZZ Party, and then Twitter is Liz LIZZ.
How?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you. I'm an actress, so I'm kind of like all over the place, and hopefully I'll be I don't know. Hopefully I'll be playing one of these games with these guys again sometime.
Ooh.
This is fun.
Definitely.
Iffy.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Iffy. If you want to like you see right here, Twitter and Instagram. IfD's on Twitch if you're into that. But yeah, just all those places to see what I'm getting into because it's usually too much.
Can
Yeah.
confirm.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. This was great. This is my second time DMing for a stream. I really love doing it.
You did great.
Do it more.
Well done.
We
Yeah,
love
You're
it.
so great.
Yeah.
You're really
you should
good.
be way more
Mr.
than
Eldritch
Terry.
Horror himself.
Yeah.
Scary.
Creepy.
Really scary.
Yeah,
Really
what is
scary.
wrong with you?
I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you,
My name is
everyone.
Alex Ward, and
Oh,
you can
yes.
find me here on my channel and also on Twitter. Shut up, Josephine. I'm saying things. You can find me on Twitter at AlexWard777 and Instagram under the same name. Just search my name. And this is my Twitch channel, so welcome. Hope you hang out some more. I play horror games and stuff. So yeah, as I said, this will be up on the World of Darkness channel on the VOD, or the VOD will be up on the World of Darkness YouTube channel at some point. Thank you so much thank you for donating to the Nomi Network. This is awesome. This is a really cool charity. I'm so happy we raised so much money. That's so fucking cool. Thank you so much. You all are awesome.
And thank you for loving Damon the Coyote. He loves you back.
Aw.
Yeah.
And thank you to all of you for playing in this game. This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you putting up with all the weird shit that came out of my brain.
It's great.
Yeah, how dare you?
So cool.
Thank you. Good
Thank you,
night,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.